That was a little much.
Well, you're more than welcome to make your fucking own. More welcome to fucking help out here.
Am I live? I'm live.
Hello, small town Gen X girl. Numb Mr. P said you've been slacking, sleepy. We're talking to you. Just so you
No, I was talking to Quex.
no, whoever that is talking to you. But I just want you to know that. How have you been?
I'm well.
Besides failing to just do basic content creator stuff like make shorts and stuff.
Well, I'm doing that. I'm good at that. Been sick. Feeling sorry for myself, but I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, it's to be expected. Every once in a while, you just got to feel sorry for yourself. Not me. I'm different.
Oh, you're okay. I forgot.
No, I felt sorry for myself today.
Why would you do?
I was hurting. I've got my ruck pretty much packed for. I keep saying ruck. Got my backpack pretty much packed for the hunt. Still missing a few things, but right now it's 65 pounds. I was feeling it yesterday. By the time I get everything, it's going to be over 70 pounds.
Yeah, you haven't trained for that in a while. What have you been using for your training backpack?
Same bag.
But weight wise?
Probably 10 pounds less than this. But 10 pounds makes a big impact.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Once you're over,
not true. Probably 20 pounds less.
I will say once you're over that 60-pound ruck mark, you start to feel every pound.
Yeah. I was good while I was doing it, but I woke up this morning and my lower back that I injured right before I got out was fucking fire.
Just do a shit ton of lat exercises too, because that's going to bother you as well. With that weight, if you're doing miles, your shoulders are going to be. I know we've done it, but still, you want to be as comfortable as possible.
What I'm worried about is my fucking lower back, not my spine, but my above my hip. That's where I fucking tore it, and that's what hurts. And altitude. I'm worried about fucking altitude. So
have you been doing any specific lower back training? I'm not saying deadlifts or anything, but
I always do extensions.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, you got to show the bag sometime. Is it what kind of bag is it? Excuse me, guys. I don't mean to cough in your ear, but I'm sick. What is that? Yeah, I know.
It's like Eberly stock or something.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was either
Mystery Ranch
or Eberly stock. Yeah. Paid a pretty penny for that, huh?
Nope. I got it off Facebook Marketplace for $200, $250, something like that.
That's not bad.
No, that's a steal.
Does it fit your back too? That's the problem with a lot of rucks that it doesn't size to my back.
It's got a long back.
Okay.
It fits good.
But good. I wish I was able to go.
Yeah, it is what it is. You'll be able to come one year.
Yeah.
That's the military thing.
I want to go with I want a bow hunt.
Me too, because you don't have to wear fucking hunter orange. I've been wearing this thing around trying to break it in. I don't wear hats, and I got to get used to wearing a damn hat again.
Yeah. Do you have a beanie too? I don't know. You'll have your cold days that time of year.
Yeah, that's the other thing. As I looked up the weather, and at that altitude, it's going to be anywhere from mid-50s to mid-60s during the day, and mid-20s to 30s at night. So
yeah, it's going to get cold.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But anyways,
yeah, let's hop into it. Let's start with this clip from The Undertaker. Because
hell yeah, what a guy, friend of the show.
He kind of says something we say, everybody can just get along. just politics, people's politics. They just refuse to see outside of it.
All right.
And so that it's perfectly clear, I don't have any angst towards Dave Bautista. I mean, yeah, he's still in my, I haven't seen him, but he's still a good friend of mine. And somebody that if I saw him, I would give him a big hug. Mick Foley too. I mean, I don't care what your politics are. You're wrong. Everybody knows it. Yeah. But I still love you. And I'm going to say hello, and I'm going to give you a hug whether you want it or not when I see you. So I think people, if they would adopt that a little bit more and not get so much vitriol and so much hate over politics, it's just ridiculous.
It is, and to be like Batista used to come in and train when I was in FCW.
You can stop it there. We don't need to hear this. I don't even know who the hell this is. He's about the tombstone pile driving. Yeah, what a guy, The Undertaker. Arguably the best wrestler.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, that's because you're 6'9". Who else are you going to emulate?
Oh, I can rewind it. Good old. All right. Sorry, guys. Yell at
You're good. You're good.
What is this one?
This is who I'm going to vote for president if she runs.
All right, let me rewind it and let it go.
First order of business as President of the United States, we are going to take all of our troops out of the Middle East and we're going to bring them to Turkey so we can reclaim Constantinople. Christ is king.
We got to take our fucking city back. You know what I'm saying? That shit used to be ours and we lost it.
Yeah. Oh.
Next on the docket, Jerusalem. We're coming for that too. Yeah, he did wake up. I just had
don't give me that. Hunter, I'm going to send you the episode so you can watch where I had to start the show myself with Quex, and this dude comes in 20 minutes later.
I wasn't.
Rebecca had to wake me up.
I did it on purpose, guys. I did it on purpose because he wasn't contributing, and I knew if I didn't make him learn how to do it, he wouldn't do it.
Don't.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to pretend to be asleep, and that's what happened.
Revisionist history.
It's not revisionist history.
All right, what's this next thing?
Now he's acting like it's real, using old propaganda against Jay. Thank you, Quex. I appreciate it.
Quex, you were there.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that he's here, actually. He can.
No, he was there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's here. He was there, and he's proven my point. But anyways, so Candace Owens this Friday is having a debate with this dude named Andrew Wilson. Can't open a pickle jar, but he tells people how to be a man. Just let's leave it at that. But yeah, so they are going to be debating about Charlie Kirk. So it should be interesting. I got this, and I just wanted to kind of dive into this dude because
about Charlie Kirk, or specifically the case.
The case.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to be debating because he's not working with TP USA, but he's representing their position. And all this guy does is debate. Thank you, Quex. He is a fool. I'm going to be showing a few clips of him. Like let's just watch the clip, then we can talk about it.
So you're going to take all of our.
Candace Owens offered her $300,000 to do a debate.
Given the reaction, I think it probably would have been better for her to lay low for a little while.
1,000%.
The going out with the sparklers is not a great idea.
I'm 7 months pregnant, so if you fancy a debate face to face, you're going to have to travel to me. It's common decency.
After giving it serious consideration over the weekend, I will be declining the invitation.
The good news is that we have secured a moderator, a good one, and the moderator is already stepping in to moderate to get this debate over the finish line.
So yeah, PBD, Patrick Beck Davis is going to be, she's been pregnant for like 4 out of 6 years. Yes, she's always pregnant. I don't know what her husband does, but I do know what he does. It's Candace, because he's never off.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep her locked down. That's his paycheck.
Yeah. Apparently that's a Catholic thing, is you just keep having kids or something. That's what she keeps saying on her shows. But anyways, they're having this debate, and I was thinking about this today because I was like, oh, this might be interesting. It's not going to be interesting, because this is what's going to happen, right? We already know what's going to happen. There's going to be no concession. Nobody's going to admit they're wrong. Both sides are going to leave and then go on their own individual shows and just be like, yeah, I killed him.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of Candace. I don't watch her podcast or anything, but and again, I could not have the full picture, but how she speaks about things, how she talks, from all the clips, and I do watch parts, that you show, and parts of current episodes on X and stuff, and it's just I'm at the point now where I kind of just want her to shut up too. I mean, she's pushing some good points. I get it, but at the same time, just her she does not. It's just man, not for me.
I appreciate it just because it seems like she's one of the few people who's doing it, and she's been doing it since the day after.
That's what I mean. I can appreciate that, but I just don't want to watch. You know what I mean?
I have been. I've stopped watching her podcast too, just because it's it's clear what's going to happen, right? She's going to get Alex Jones, unfortunately. Sucks to say, but that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
She's already under lawsuits. She's going to lose them, and they're going to take her entire show like they did Alex Jones.
Yep.
Didn't affect him too much, but that's what's going to happen.
She'll just have to do a switch, and yeah.
Yep. But I sent you one more because
I see that.
This is just some of the ridiculous shit this guy said. And also, we're going to talk about something. I'm pretty sure this dude. Well, we'll talk about it after this clip. But this is just some obnoxious claims he made about the Iran war. The guy on the left, that's the guy she'll be debating. Andrew Wilson. Can't open up that door.
Can you tell me all of the downsides of Donald Trump killing pedophiles in the Middle East?
First of all, do you know every single person? Were those schoolgirls pedophiles?
It's institutionalized in the Iranian
No. Were the 200 schoolgirls pedophiles?
I want to make sure that they're alive so they can get raped. But that aside, no, of course not. There's going to be, yes. Inside.
Yeah, fucking crazy.
So it is a war.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't a war.
Does he need congressional approval?
Can you tell me?
Yeah, so they're having a debate about the Iran war, and the comment he makes is they're all pedophiles. Well, number one, they're clearly not all pedophiles. Then number two, he says, essentially, paraphrasing, the schoolgirls are better off dead because if they weren't, then they would, be assaulted.
Yeah, but that's, do you really think he means that? No. He
said some other wild shit.
Yeah, I know. I just that's in the moment in a debate. He said a stupid thing, and I don't think he.
I do though. I do. I do think he meant it. This is all this dude does is debate. He's the master debater.
Whoa.
Not the master. He's the master debater. Yep.
I know. I just
exactly, Quex.
I feel, and then he's a bad person. I think he should be dragged through the streets if he's saying he thinks 200 children should die. That's just my take on it. Sometimes I feel like these people get in the moment, or they just say something, and I don't.
Well, also you got to think this is his. Not to cut you off, but this is how he makes his living, right? Like him or hate him. He makes money off of it.
Yeah.
He makes money off of it, So he doesn't give a fuck. He gets more clicks when he says crazy shit like that.
I mean, that too. Yeah. But that still leads in, do you think he really thinks it?
Yeah.
Do you think Donald Trump, hey, what's up, Shelly?
What's up, Shelly?
Do you think Donald Trump, he says some stupid ass things, but do you think he goes home and actually thinks about these things and believes everything or believes everything he says? I don't think so.
I think Trump, for the most part, believes what he says.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes his mouth gets away from him too, and he just says wild shit.
I do think that's too, because like even Joe Rogan said that during the interview. He like talks in spider webs. You start on this point, he goes over here, and you got to like reel him back in.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some truth to that, but as far as this Andrew Wilson cat, I think he means what he says.
Then he's a horrible person.
Exactly. That's my whole. And he's come into this Charlie Kirk thing like a couple months ago. He got hired by TPUSA to lead these debate courses for him, and now all of a sudden he's like not even really defending them. He's just coming in to bait her, and all. I already know what his argument's going to be. He's going to be like, "Well, you don't know that. You don't have proof," and that's going to be the whole thing, and it's going to go nowhere.
Well, and that's the whole thing. A lot of them are saying, "Well, you don't have proof." Well, do you have proof otherwise? And they're like, "No, but you need proof to do this type stuff." So
yeah,
it's just
and he's gonna bring up the court, right? He's gonna bring up what the court says, and it's like, well, that's the whole opinion. Is like the population doesn't believe what the government's telling us.
No.
So,
yep. I think they're losing it, and still it's just going to be right in front of our faces all along, and it's going to go back to what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
I think it really is just full-fledged at this point, and that could lead us into a scarier theater of like thought that where's the government going to keep going if they're at this point of what the hell are you going to do about it? It's in your face. Then they're just going to stop hiding it and just become more brazen in their effort. Yeah. And their efforts. And it's scary.
I mean, we've said it before, is like right now it's as good as it's ever going to be without some type
I think
of
so. Without something
destruction.
Something happening. We're just going to continue. Things are going to get tighter and tighter and tighter, and like there's nothing we can do about it. And then, you know me, there's also a belief that I have that we're kind of past the point of being able to do much. They control everyone so much that there's a handful of people that will stand up, but for the most part, when they start taking your kids, your house, your jobs, they're going to take your power, whatever little power you had. You know what I mean? When they start raiding your house because you're a crazy person, red flags again. Not saying that's happening, but it could get to that extent.
We're only 2 years away.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I did send you. I have 2 more clips of this dude I want to play. This one's suspicious because he says he was only in the Army for a year. And in another clip, he says he wasn't in at all. So
how are you only in for a year?
Well, it's pretty easy. Me and you both know how that's possible.
Yeah.
You got kicked the fuck out.
All right, ready?
Yep.
So the play button doesn't work unless I'm on the screen.
What's that?
When were you in the Army?
I was in the Army for a very limited amount of time, years and years ago.
How long was that very limited amount of time, if you don't mind me asking?
It wasn't very long, about a year.
Yeah, so did you serve, Andrew?
I did not, no.
Yeah, so did you serve, Andrew?
I did not, no.
Why are you gay?
That could be any number of things. Yeah, he may have went to basic and got kicked out in basic because he was just trying to debate people, and they're like, that's not what this is.
It could be. A year's a long time to be in basic, though.
No, it said no. And if you never went through basic, I mean, went back, I don't know if it's changed as much. Back when I went through, there were dudes in 30th AG that had been there for almost a year, but they were people that were really injured or something happened. They found out, and they already signed their papers. So the Army tries to rehab them and then get them back in.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but it's like crazy cases. Like I knew a dude who was invasive for over a year, but he had cancer.
That's what I mean. Another dude the one I was. This is 2 clips. We're gonna play them both. It's like double in one.
Give me 1 second. Let me make sure. Play the second one. Play the second
one. Okay.
Yep. This is the one where he's going to tell everybody to donate because Candace's fans are hazing him and it's a financial burden.
Oh God. Wonderful. Hey guys, can you donate to me because Jay hazes me all the time?
It's a 2-way street.
Please.
Protect their interests regardless of the lives they destroy along the way. Many creators and private individuals have reached out to help me with this financial burden, and they understand the fallout which is likely to come for me and my family for doing the right thing when it mattered the most. Now, to be clear, I have already sent Candace the $300,000 and fulfilled my end of the contract with her. If you guys want to help me in bearing that cost and help cushion the overwhelming attacks from her sycophants, here's where you can donate. Protect their...
Just insufferable, dude. Like, I can't describe any other way than that.
Yeah. That's some type, like, dude, you're probably driving a Tesla, living in a big house. Like, the dude makes money. The dude's not some bum. Can you guys help me? Like, dude, I gotta pay my mortgage. Regular people.
You're the one who said you were going to give her $300,000. Nobody made you do that. I'm sure she does. Candace Owens doesn't need 300 grand.
No.
Like, I don't know.
She's another one.
I'm not even.
She is making plenty of money.
Yeah. I've thought about covering that debate on Friday. And if there's some interesting clips, I'm sure we will, but like,
we can do the clip notes.
Yeah, it's just so predictable what it's going to be,
Yeah. And that's why, I think sometimes, my stance on debate. We don't need to go in it, but
yeah. And then
go ahead.
I was watching a clip and Candace was like, because he's going to Candace for the debate. And she was like, yeah, you can't smoke here. Because this dude's always chain smoking in his videos. And his wife got on and was like, what do you mean he can't smoke? Like, he does a big deal about it. It's her fucking house and she's pregnant. Like, why is that a fucking crazy thing?
Yeah. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was an article I sent you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I can pull it up. Andrew Wilson is wisdom, so that makes you clowns. Charles Williams, God bless you. That's what people say when they say something fucking stupid.
In the middle of a drag of a cigarette.
Yeah, your grandma ever tell you God bless you? That means you did something really fucking dumb.
Hey, Solo, what's up?
To be fair, my grandma said that a lot.
Well, you're a special guy. So am I. I live in the South now, so that's all I get.
Well, that's different. That's different. People in the South are just nice.
No,
right?
That's another thing when you're saying something or doing something stupid. Usually what I'm doing.
I mean, me too. Let's just be honest. But this is something I saw several things on X from, and I just wanted to share it for a couple reasons. I have some thoughts on this, but let's go ahead and pull it up. So let me try to make it a little bit bigger.
There you go.
So again, I saw several things posted about this, but it says that sailors on the USS Abraham Lincoln have tried to jump overboard after 250 days at sea. I'm trying to see it on here, but it said it's happened like 6 times that people have jumped overboard. I don't know if they're trying to commit suicide or what the plan is. And then there's something down here. Here it is. About 200 family members confronted Navy leadership at San Diego Town Hall last Thursday, including acting Navy Secretary Hung Cao, crazy name, with one spouse telling him leadership had broken trust with the family. I have a few thoughts about this.
You remember Hung Cao's a badass.
Hung Cao, yes, great guy.
He is. He's the acting right now until they I think he was ex-SEAL. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but he had some pretty cutting edge things to say, if you want to put it that way. But we covered him once. We're just going over some current stuff that popped up in the last few days and reacting on some videos about, one was The Undertaker. I don't know if you know him, but speaking that we can have differences in political views, but stop being such a pansy about it and getting so upset about it. Just be like, okay, man, you're different.
Charles said blind leading the blind. Yeah, I tend to agree with that statement. Unfortunately. Not all leaders. You have your diamonds in the rough.
I think he's talking about us, brother.
Oh, well, I mean, he's probably right then.
Yeah. He has glasses.
That's true. I am blind, actually. But anyways, going back to this, I had some thoughts. Number one, 250 days. What are they bitching about? Is the Navy that soft? Like,
I think 250 it's a generational shift. You're not supposed to really have your phones, which we know Navy, that's not really the case because we see videos of them, all over the place. Yeah. But I think it's a change in the generation. I mean, we saw that years ago when we were down here for a school, and we saw the basic training.
Yeah, that's true.
Just walking around with their phones and stuff, and it's like they can't. And you see it in Ukraine and Russia. There was a while where they were getting people on Snapchat because they saw their location because they cannot separate.
They can't be off of it.
Yeah. And so you tell these kids you can't do this, you can't, watch your TikToks, you can't do any number of things. I think it's really not the Navy getting soft. I think it's kids. Yeah.
I think so. I think you're right with the generational thing. The only thing I will say is, like, what did you expect? What are they being told? Like when we came in, it was very clear. Like, dudes were deploying for 15 months. It was what it was. Like, and getting blown up.
And dying, and it was pretty cut and dry. That and a lot of our guys a lot of our drill sergeants had spent a lot of time deployed and seen, and they were probably one of the best bridges, I will say, at that time, to where your recruiter isn't really going to tell you much, the media isn't really going to tell you, and then you get there and they're like, listen guys, this isn't a joke. Like, bad stuff is happening. If you want to leave, there's the door. Refuse to train, we'll write you up, we'll get you out.
And dude, it was like that for everybody. It's not like it was just the Army. It was like that for everybody. A guy I worked with, after 9/11 happened, they were locked down on a ship for 3 months outside of San Diego. On the ship, couldn't go anywhere. But like, I remember when I was in Kuwait, we were only there for 9 months. It's fucking Kuwait. It's not dangerous. But when we were leaving, I remember I was standing next to this sergeant first class and his first sergeant, and they were talking. I was just kind of there listening. I was a fucking specialist at the time. And the sergeant first class was like, this is my 10th deployment in 14 years.
Yep.
And those dudes were doing 15 months plus. Like,
usually a 9-month minimum.
Minimum. Unless you were like special forces or something. Those dudes are doing like 3 months back for 3 months. But still, if you're regular
and then put that into do the multiplication and figure it out.
Yeah.
The amount of time they were gone. And sorry, Solo. Yeah, I agree. A lot of it is, and I think bad apples cause that, right? Like, I'm the first one. They can't, like, first one to tell my kids' teachers, like, if they're getting out of hand, like, I mean, obviously you don't have to, nowadays they can't hit kids or anything, but like, yes, yell at them. Like, do what you need. Don't call me when he's just like handle it. But they can't, so they have to call us, and they have to do this, and they have all these hoops to jump through, and I think that is by design. It's separating the family unit. It's separating accountability, all of this stuff, because kids now, everyone around them that's not their parents, including their parents, though nowadays, their hands are tied. They can't do anything. Kids can be disrespectful, do what they want. They can't do anything. There's nothing you can do. So it's just a snowball effect, and it just goes down.
That's one of my biggest gripes is parents who defend their kids all the time.
Oh,
like maybe your kid's a fucking asshole. Like teachers, hey, your kid's being, he's being disrespectful. Dude, there's nothing worse in this world than a fucking football mom. Why isn't my baby on the field? Because he doesn't come to practice. He doesn't pay attention. Like, maybe your kid sucks. Yeah, and there's none of that anymore, Hunt Dog. There's none of that.
Because there's no accountability. So kids realize, and nowadays through media, through their damn phones, my kids use tablets, like I'm not a big fan of it, but it's just like they know too. Like, you can't do this. I'll call CPS or something. Like, kids will say that to people nowadays. Dang, what's up?
Here comes Dang with his obscure
our
shit.
favorite.
Dang the man. The American education system is based on the Prussian education system. All right, brother. How long has it been since Prussia was a country?
World War One. Before World War One.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it was before World War.
Yeah.
They're already being spoon-fed. I don't know if they can even survive if you drop them in the middle of it. I don't know if I would survive if you drop me in the
That's a tough play, but I mean, it's so plentiful. But as long as
it's also muggy.
That's what
I'm saying, Shelly.
Drop me out there in the cold. I'll be better off than, because I'll just complain myself to death. Being in the Amazon, sweaty and wet all the time. This shit sucks.
And there's fucking creatures. There's like everything can kill you.
Creatures. I like that term. Yeah, they're animals, but they're creatures. They're
more monsters.
Yeah.
They're the stuff they make horror movies about. Prussia was a fantastic country. I am a big fan of Prussia. General Grouchy, great guy. Great guy.
But no, it is getting to that point, going back to, Amazon, I think, was a little not out there, but you know what I mean? Like, I think that's one of the best things parents can do for their kids nowadays is teach them shit that they're not being taught. Shit that, like, go outside. Do you know what this is? Like, this, that's
change a tire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, how long? I got a question. How long do you think you could live in the Amazon? Dropped in there, nothing. I'll give you a lighter. You have a lighter.
The lighter's not going to matter. It's so wet most of the year. I think I could do all right for a while. Than nothing. Like, if I had a pocket knife, I'd be way more confident.
Okay, you got a pocket knife.
I think I could do all right.
I want a day. Give me days. How many days?
I don't know. I think depending on indigenous people, like if they're trying to kill me.
Oh yeah, you gotta worry about them too.
I'm a Yeti walking through those woods. They're gonna think I'm,
They might think you're a god, though.
They're gonna try to no, they're probably gonna try to kill me.
You are a lot of meat.
But I think I could do all right. Like, I think and most of it's probably out of spite. You know what I mean? Like, spite will keep me going more than anything else.
Yeah.
I think I could almost be like until I get out. I think I could get out.
You think you could get out?
I think I could get out. Yeah.
I was going to give myself like 15 days.
She said wants to live on Mars. That's Elon Musk's brainchild right there. That's something happened in utero that they're preparing these young kids to migrate to Mars. I think you could do more. Knowing you could 15 days, there's such an abundance of water and the ability to collect water. That's your biggest thing.
This honey trip will be a great test. We'll see how much bitch I still have left in me. I'm pretty sure it's quite a lot. But by the way, why we have everybody here, we're in football season now. So the Wednesday stream might be later once football season starts going. My son, he's in middle school. So his games are usually Monday through Thursday. They're never Friday. But he's 8th grade, so his games last. They play 7th and 8th grade. His game will be last. So might have to switch up days or just do it later. It'll kind of just be earshot for the next couple months, just so everybody knows. Let's go Browns. I hope they're not playing the Browns. My son will be paralyzed.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Mac is here.
The Compton cryptid, mystical Mac.
In his Zen room.
Hello. Which is something crazy to think about. I'm doing this podcast in a Zen room. It's like counterproductive.
Yeah, there's not much.
The two of us. Yeah.
At least you weren't here Friday because there was no Zen Friday. We have people in the chat telling us that God actually raped Mary.
I was intoxicated.
No, I was busy
being a hero.
I was busy dealing with the Jesus that was out raping Mary. I guess that dude is out there in the world.
Yeah. Well.
They got him again.
Already? Look at him. What a great time to pause, though. That's a great smile. You can probably hear us. Oh, he's back.
Well, let's hear it. Where are we at?
We're about to dive into Fauci. What's this next thing? We just hold on. Let's ask Ty this. Dropped in the middle of the Amazon with you have a pocket knife. How long are you lasting?
I'm out.
No, there's no you're out. Like
in the middle.
How long are you surviving with a knife? Oh.
I guess that long. He did say he was out.
Okay.
What's up, Bang?
We can. Oh yeah,
I'll be back. Oh, he dropped.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Well, I said 15 days, and you acted like I sold myself short.
I think you would.
You think it's just inevitable, essentially, until you escape.
No, like of course I could be like, but I think
you think you could escape?
I think I could do all right. I can run through walls, dude.
No, you can't. I'm sick of you saying this stupid shit too. Chat, he thinks he can run through like an ordinary wall in a house, a drywall wall with studs and shit.
Full speed.
No, you can't.
With a Wendigo chasing me. Yeah,
no.
I'm running through that wall.
You're knocking yourself out and getting eaten while you're knocked out, which is a plus because you won't know what happened.
I'm getting through the wall. I might knock myself out, but I'm getting through that wall.
You're not, dude. You're gonna hit that stud and break your fucking
blast through it. Blast through it. Yeah.
I am offering next time we meet up to build a wall to code.
There's no, but see, there's the thing. If my life isn't in danger and I don't have that like fight or flight, I'm going to hesitate and I'm going to hit that wall and hurt myself. I'm saying if I'm running for my life and built to code, I've seen a lot of these houses that are built to code, and especially if it's not a load bearing wall, that stud doesn't have a chance.
It's not happening.
With my little shorts on, especially, they make me faster.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes,
all right, Mac.
I'm an athlete.
I'm glad you're back. Okay.
Hold on. For the record, my part of town have been in and out of power for the past 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, just so you know.
Oh, lovely.
This time it's not my hamster or my baked potato. It's the actual GA power.
Good old GA.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
It doesn't sound like you're talking through that mic, though. Oh. Anyways, until he returns, because I want to know his answer, because he knows reptiles. Oh, he's back. How many days? I hear the water. How many days you're surviving with a knife?
Yeah, I hear y'all.
We hear you.
No, he's thinking.
You know what? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea, Aaron.
Let me go try to solve. Maybe let me restart some shit. I'll be back and I'll answer your question. Continue with that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's roll into
Aaron just came in here and said, any plan to build a junkyard Honda race car that will piss off BMW and Mustang owners? Not at the moment.
If I had a little more money, or if I had money in general, yes, I would 100% do that. A little laptop Honda. But what's this? Good old Fauci.
So this is some of his texts that were released from the investigation, where he's being like, yeah, people are going to die from the vaccine.
Wonderful. What a guy.
And the first trimester. What do you make of what we're learning here?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on and thanks for covering this. So we obviously have his phone. We've downloaded it, and we're going to carefully go through this to protect people's personal information. But I thought we had to release this right away because this is, I think, major news. Anthony Fauci, in a text exchange with Vivek Murthy and Rochelle Walensky, the CDC director, they're talking about the COVID injection and having pregnant women take it. And in the middle of that text exchange, I think the key text is where Anthony Fauci is talking about the fact that the second dose creates a greater cytokine storm, additional information that could have an impact on increased miscarriages in the first trimester. Now, to add to that, in June of 2021, Tom Shimbakuro, a bunch of other people published a grossly misleading study in the New England Journal of Medicine, where they were looking at 827 confirmed pregnancies. There were 104 miscarriages. They call them spontaneous abortions, but we refer to those as miscarriages. 104 divided by 827 would imply about a 12.6% miscarriage rate, which is quite high for confirmed pregnancies. I talked to Dr. James Thorpe. He says generally around 3%, so it's already 4 times as high, but within the realm of confirmed and unconfirmed pregnancies, okay? So they put this study out there, but what they don't reveal, they do, but they don't account for it, is that 700 of those 827 women took the injection in their 3rd trimester. Now, spontaneous abortions occur before 20 weeks. 3rd trimester starts after 28, so the relevant denominator would have been 127. So you would have had 124 miscarriages out of 127 of the women who got the injection in the 1st or 2nd trimesters. That's an 82%. 82%.
That's insane.
Miscarriage rate. That is shocking news. Okay, and that's been known for quite some time, but again, the federal health agencies weren't highlighting that.
124 out of 127. Did he?
Yes.
That's more than 84%, but
I don't know what it is. I know it's high as fuck, though.
That's crazy. I mean, I think it's just all going to continuously come out, and nothing's going to happen.
Nope, nothing's gonna fucking happen to this dude. He's immune.
Yeah, we have corona here too. Corona means crown. Yeah, but corona is a type of strand of virus. It wasn't the specific to COVID-19.
Munster Court, what was already debunked? Tell me how this was debunked. I'm interested to see your comment. Like I'm not waiting around.
Yeah.
This is clear. Like nothing's gonna happen to this dude anyways. Like let's just be honest. No matter what, they could come out and be like, yeah, Fauci fucking put AIDS in the vaccine. Nothing's gonna happen. Like it's just Fauci said actually getting the virus was known to be far more risk.
I got that virus like 10 times.
Nobody, I don't know. Maybe I'm confused, but we're not here defending Fauci at all. We're just.
What else
I don't
did
know.
Dang say? Anyways.
Sorry, I got another clip I want to play, but yeah, I thought that video was fucking crazy. Like they're coming on here and he's got these texts. And this is how you know the administration, both Trump and Biden, had to have known that this shit was bad. Because they gave this dude a pardon for 10 fucking years. And then we get these text messages, just a slap in the fucking face. We get these text messages where he's like, yeah, there's a high risk of miscarriage. Can't do nothing to the guy.
Furthermore, the incident of miscarriages. So a random poll of I mean, I don't know. I'm just listening to the video. Probably should look into it more, but he said 124 out of 127. So a random poll of people before COVID and before the vaccine. 124 out of 127 miscarriages. Again, I don't know. So I'm not going to fight you on this. From things I've read and surface level read and studies are pointing towards, this was, and we were going through a pandemic too. So let's talk about that. We have to understand that too. Everyone was getting pressure, and I'm sure, yes, there were vaccines pushed out early because there was everything that was going on.
Obviously.
So there are risks to that, irregardless, but sometimes the quote unquote, the good outweighs the bad. Like we understand there could be some side effects from this, but like at this point in time, they're saying the deaths were high. So
yeah, I get it, but
who was the poll of Monster of these first trimester pregnant women who got the jab? Who did they take? People that were already at risk. That's something where I need to look further into and to comment on something like this. You need to, because this is Fox News. We have to understand that. We have to look further into the study and say where these 127 first trimester women who got the injection predisposed to miscarriage, were they predisposed, high blood pressure, any number of issues that can lead to problems in 150,000 women. Okay, so it was 137 out of 150,000. Well, he said 80. Then he said 82%. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
It's not what he said. It was 800, but of the 800, it was 124 of 127. The NIH funded the study. I don't know if that's the best resource when we're talking about the COVID vaccine potentially causing people. Just saying. Max back. All right, we can get back to the question.
The question at hand, the real important stuff. All right, we want your answer too, Monster. And Dang, I want Dangs. We had some people weigh in. Did you hear the question?
Gonna weigh in.
Senor.
Yeah. Yes. Are you talking to me?
Yes. You get a knife and you're dropped in the middle of the Amazon. We need days of how long you're going to survive.
And now, you say in the middle of, like, can I at least get where's the closest water source? Where am I?
It's the Amazon.
Am I near nothing?
It doesn't. We're not taking into account river waterways, any of that, because there are plentiful. Like you don't need to look at a map. You're dropped. Let's really. What's up, Kay? Let's really narrow it down. You're dropped 5 miles from any river, because I feel like there's some running water in the Amazon anywhere within 5 miles. It's just you can get lost trying to find it.
All right. Well, honestly, let's say if I'm dropped in the middle of the Amazon, I don't give a fuck about getting lost anyway. I'm already lost. So at that point, looking for water, it's not that big of a deal if I get turned around, because I don't know where the fuck I'm at anyway. I'm just gonna keep going the direction I'm going until I eventually hit something. It's just a pocket knife. Is it a pocket knife, or is it like a multi-tool?
Nope, just knife.
Just a pocket knife.
We'll say a 3-inch folding, legal in all 50 states. 3-inch folding knife.
Well, the good thing is, the good thing is I won't be hungry. You just got to be willing to eat some shit, and there's plenty of shit to be eaten there.
That's what I was saying.
Oh man, the base. I feel like I could do more than a week. Now, granted, I don't know. There's so much plant life in the Amazon. There's no way for, I won't say anybody, but me. I feel like I know enough what I can eat, what I can't eat.
It's easy enough to collect water.
Yeah, but the problem is the water collection is fine, but there's so much natural bacteria, natural fungi in the Amazon that even water that you do collect, you have to make sure it's collected in the right plant. Like whatever, because you don't have a cup or anything, so you got to fashion whatever you're going to fashion out of. So the right leaf, the right type of like everything. Then you got to make sure that if you are storing water, what the fuck's laying eggs in the water? You got all types of mosquitoes, bugs, larvae. You got frog, you got everything that likes the same water. So it's like this is true. This is very true. I honestly feel like eating Taco Bell is probably worse than eating anything out of the Amazon you find, except for a chalupa.
I said I think I can get up.
Bring you back.
My biggest thing is if the tribes hunt me down, because some of those uncontacted tribes and stuff.
You said what?
Like tribes, or like leopards, or a 5-step snake, or something killing me is my biggest worry. Like eating and drinking, I think I could sustain.
You have a higher chance of getting tagged by a creature than you do an uncontacted tribe, because they're so far and in between.
I like how he said a creature too.
There's like 3 of them, and honestly,
Oh my gosh, Mac has got the doo-doo internet today. Usually I have the doo-doo.
Oh no, his internet's tough. I don't even think they've ran fiber over there yet. I haven't gotten it yet, but they ran it here, so I will be improving my internet. But let's keep going until he comes back. Am I muted? Good.
Hey, what's up, Kay? Sorry, I missed your comment.
You obviously don't listen to me either, because I said, "Hey, what's up, Kay?"
Well, I was looking for stuff. So and then I saw this one. I thought this was something pretty good that Trump did. Harp on him a lot, but I thought this was good. Knocking down the vaccine requirements for kids from 72 to 11.
This is your executive order on establishing gold standard vaccine recommendations, sir, as previous speakers have indicated.
I just want to say there's another random witch. What's going on?
This is how it works. She is probably likely she is
his handler.
Yeah, no, she's the beast from Revelations. Like this woman, no one knows who she is. Like she's the thing that rides the beast from Revelations.
He's concentrating on his hand because she's making him sign it. Yeah, a witch. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We've been seeing it more and more. They're randomly in shot, standing behind, doing weird shit.
She looks like a robot.
And watching. Exactly. It's just weird.
Have indicated this is going to establish essentially a new vaccine schedule that is fully informed by the research and data that we have from
so incredibly out of place
and other aspects of the government.
You look at everyone here.
Also takes a very hard line on some of the
and it's off the back right shoulder again.
About here, sir, in terms of
why isn't she an old white dude like everybody else?
Or really just parents' ability to make decisions for their children. So as Heidi said, this is a very big deal. We're not waiting for anyone else to take action, as you do so often, sir. We're just going ahead and doing the right thing based on all of the best available research to ensure that America's parents and children are being as best protected by the federal
She's
government.
dealing with anxiety, that's for sure.
Thank you very much.
Look at the size of the diamond on her hand, too.
Why is she holding her hand like that? That is
anxiety, probably. Okay. People do that for anxiety. Nice signature.
Yeah, especially with a fucking Sharpie. But I thought that was good. Like, they're not making those vaccines illegal. If parents want to still give them to their kid, then yeah, I guess you can give your kid 72 vaccines. But for all these parents who don't want their kids to have all these vaccines, you know, they got rid of a lot of this shit people have been speaking out against.
And I think a lot of it could lead to most drugs, when you really think of them, they're not organic, especially vaccines. They're not organic compounds. And I'm sure there are any limited number of side effects. There is this possibility that never showed up in a study, never showed up in everything. Yeah. But now that you've had how many millions of people do it, we're seeing a trend. Okay, we can see it. Maybe it is winning a lottery, 1 in a million, but it still is the possibility. And being a parent, like if there's a possibility, certain vaccines, yes. I don't want my kid getting hepatitis, but there's certain ones where it's like, well, does he really need this? Or,
like, do we really need a polio vaccine? Like, shit like that.
Yeah. What did, yeah, but I don't think Iran has fallen yet. That's my only thing.
Not at all. Not at all.
And his biggest thing was, to pull out of the Middle East. And he mentioned this at the beginning of his newest. Yeah, unless you want, and I get that side of, I get that side of thing, but there's almost extinct. And I would need, I don't know.
We have the vaccine for polio. If polio popped back up, guess what? You could fucking push the vaccine out. Like, they came up with a vaccine for COVID, Operation Warp Speed, and were able to push it out. I'm sure they can do it much easier with a vaccine they already know. Like, man, give me a break. By the way, going back to Dang's comment, just curious, how do you think Turkey could be the nail in the coffin for China and Russia? Or for China? And I don't think we've checkmated Russia either. Like, I don't. Not at all.
No, but I mean, China and Russia are inverted populations, so they're checkmating themselves, and that's why you're starting to see them push. Their civilization is in.
I always talk like that.
He is combative too. It's just how he is. He's
sorry.
I've been his very good friend, and I deal with it. I still love him. But
yeah, you should have watched Friday.
They're inverted right now. So if they don't change people aren't having enough kids to sustain, and that happens. The U.S. is starting it when you go into developing countries compared to developed countries, there's less benefit to having multiple kids. It becomes more costly. But when you're developing, yeah, you have more kids to work the farm, to help you to provide food for your family, to work. But then, nowadays you don't see many families having 15, not being facetious, but 15 kids, because think of how much that would cost you to feed 15 kids without government. You
couldn't do it. Government assistance.
I'm sorry, government assistance.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. Well, Candace Owens is probably going to have 15 kids in like 4 years, at the rate that lady pops out kids. But also, do you remember that? This is a while ago, but do you remember that clip we shared from the guy who was on Joe Rogan, who was talking about, I think it was a woman, talking about how China's population could be hundreds of millions smaller than what we think it is?
I think it is.
Because of all the forgery and everything, and people, the one child policy and everything.
Monsters Court. What do you do? I mean, I know you, from what you're saying, you do have a good knowledge. I'm no doctor, but my whole family is in that side of things. So do you just do do a lot of research in it, or are you, they ended? Yeah, they did end the one child policy. That was.
Yeah, it's because of their population declining. Instead, he's not listening to a guy with multiple shades of blue on.
Listen, do you think I care about matching? You've seen what I wear on stream most times. I just throw clothes on. I'm not trying to impress people.
Yeah, he's not trying to impress you guys. Get over it. You need to apologize.
To Turkey. Turkey is now building a new pipeline. No, it's okay. Hunt doesn't know his left from his right, so.
Sure he does. I don't believe that for a second. And I know you know your left from right.
I almost choked. That explains a lot about me. I choke on my own. Oh, you sent me something else. Let's see.
It's completely unrelated with what we've been talking about. It's the only UFO clip I have today, but I just wanted to show this because it's just one of these videos where this guy's
Instagram.
This guy's just saying shit. We can skip it if we don't have to.
They just don't let me restart it. Let me just keep talking. Let me try to.
But this guy's in here and he's talking about the dude who worked for the Reagan administration and just saying all this shit. And it's like, maybe this guy has been around, but where the fuck have you been, man? Where have you been this whole time? Talking about there's clearances above the president. Number one, there shouldn't be. Number two, that shouldn't be able to stop our system from telling us what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm sick of these excuses like, oh, it's a threat to national security, or what we've been hearing lately is they're talking these fucking pastors and shit because it could upset religion. Just tell us. Like, we're all over it at this point. Stop telling us the stories and all this. Nobody wants to hear it anymore.
Oh my Lord. Oh.
What'd you do? Don't worry about it. We can skip it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the dude's talking a whole bunch of shit, and I don't know. I mean, but some of those people might be. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like there is a level of, and I've always said that, a level of disinformation and a level of these people that are these big name whistleblowers and all this and that. Like, I feel like they could so easily be manipulated and be a asset to, say, the government or the powers that be. And it's just, who knows, these regular guys. Yeah, and these regular guys that just come out and we're saying, we don't know who this guy is. Maybe he was just a regular dude who kept his mouth shut until now, and everyone just discredits him. And he's like, well, wait, guys, I was actually there. I wasn't like, this guy who claimed he worked there and did all this and was being fed information to give to you.
Which in reality isn't surprising, because like, if someone came to me and was like, listen, I don't want to, you can't say nothing, but like, this is what I know about aliens. Immediately I would start running my mouth. I'd be like, dude, listen to what this fucking guy told me.
Okay, public policy. Thank you, Monster. I knew you were pretty, just how you were speaking, that you were pretty well versed on things.
Also, blue is dope.
I love blue. Light blue is one of my favorite colors.
Give me a break.
What is yours?
Yellow.
Black? No, not black. You're not a black guy.
It's like, of course I'm not. I'm white.
No,
It's
you
like
know what
gray.
I mean.
I don't know what this is. I don't know
Yeah,
what
see,
this is.
boring. Boring as fuck. I'm a man. I like gray.
It's a cat biting somebody's arm. It's a cool shirt.
No, I was saying your favorite color.
Oh, for a long time it was orange. I don't really have a favorite color anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, for a long time it was orange because I was a Dragon Ball Z fan. Dang said Trump has done a deal with Putin behind the scenes to defend Russia if China. I wouldn't doubt that we would, back Russia in the case if they got in a war. China is clearly, in my opinion, the greater threat as far as militarily than Russia.
Well, I think just in aspirations it is too.
Yes.
I don't think Putin, I don't think Russia, I don't think the oligarchy of Russia is concerned about coming over here and going like they're.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think that's more of a propagandized thing, that there are these horrible, listen, the US has done horrible shit for a long time.
Yes.
We just don't hear about it.
We're just blinded. Yeah, we're blinded by it. WT Mooten said China is done. You say they are beating US in every measurable way, and didn't they recently set a record by taking in $1 trillion in exports and Syria? I don't know nothing about the record they set. And I don't know that they're beating us in every measurable way, but they're 100% beating us in military capacity. 100%. And at the end of the day, that's what really fucking matters. Because if your military can assert dominance, then everything else is going to come.
It's really everything, Monster. It really is just, we try to be, and we appreciate people who come in with other ideas, even though he can be abrasive. To argue things. It's not debating. It's just the two of us talk, because we talk like this. We have these conversations in general. And we were like, why not do it and promote a good atmosphere to do it? We don't need to be, hostile towards each other. We can, and people come in here and be ridiculous. And then sure, I will be hostile back to them. But because I don't want disrespect and crazy stuff being a part of it. I want something where we talk about what's going on in the world. We love aliens, yes. Politics, I think it's all weird, and I don't really like it. Jay does like it, and speaking about it. I do speak on it just because why can't we all just get along? And I think the bipartisan program is broken. But yeah.
We tend to have one or two topics a night. Tonight is like a real smorgasbord. I said that in the group chat before we got started. There's just a bunch of stuff all over the place. But yeah, we do talk a lot about politics and mainly how I just think the whole system's fucking. And we tend to agree on that, wouldn't you say? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think yeah. If you watch back a lot of the clips, you will see a lot of stuff on Israel. It's just because we have nothing against the religion, but the state is doing some weird shit. Our state, we have plenty of stuff on our country, I should say, just doing weird shit. It just seems everything is kind of right now. And we talk about it. We love aliens. We love cryptids. We love
all that shit.
Yeah. And we have a book club because we think reading is extremely important, because we think I think the human imagination is dying. And I think that's by design.
Too.
Well, yeah, we understand, and that's a big part of the problem. And a lot of it is our fault or our government's fault, but
they are embedded in our infrastructure. That's another important piece to make.
Yeah.
Why are they allowed to buy farmland next to military bases? That just seems crazy to me. We've talked about that in the past. There's no reason to dive back into it. But speaking of Israel, it's that time of the night to where people can hop in the chat and call me an anti-Semite. But yeah.
Let me pull her up. All right.
Yes, I agree, Monster. 100%.
My God. From 1998 to 2012, the Jewish Ethiopian women who were transferred from Ethiopia to Israel, they were giving, without their knowledge, contraceptive shots to prevent them from reproducing.
In 2013, the Israeli health ministry implicitly acknowledged and apologized for the coercive administration of long-acting contraceptive injections, Depo-Provera, to Ethiopian Jewish women. The ministry directed all gynecologists to stop her. Wow, that's actually all right. All right.
From 1998 to 2012, the Jewish Ethiopian.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, but yeah, I'll go on that. Like, it literally was highlighting AI overview.
Yeah, I get that, but listen, I didn't look into it too much, but after all the stuff we've shown in this show,
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I would doubt it. It's just so much of it. And I think, what's his name? Julian, to an extent, does do his research, but that was reactionary. You know, that wasn't his research. That wasn't, you know, and I think that's where you need to get into is, and I think that goes to a lot of like podcasters and stuff. Like Joe Rogan's very smart, but I don't think he does full research. You know, he'll, Jamie, pull this up. And so much of reactionary stuff is, I think, important to understand that it could be bullshit. But
it could be.
When you go in, when you're seeing the patterns of what's happening in the world, it's kind of on you to say this could be real, react to it, and then look into it. And so like I could completely see that being a thing.
Yeah. I sent you a clip. I want you to pull it up. I actually did do research on this one. I went to the source. While you're pulling that up, WT Mudhen. Great name, by the way, Mudhen. I was a Mudhen. The Moorfield Mudhens. That was my little league team. The Moorfield Mudhens. Don't get me started on Israel. Genocidal lunatics have been eating most of our Fruit Loops for far too many decades now. Well, I don't think they've been eating the Fruit Loops because they're not kosher. They got gelatin in them. They want to But I get what you're saying.
This is an article.
Oh, no. Pull up the one below it.
Okay. Oh, he's back.
And he's in the dark. This is not good. This might not be him.
Oh, shit. The aliens truly did get him.
I mean, your women. I mean,
what?
Which one, the first or second, Jay? Continue what you were talking about. Days. We need days.
What?
And what Ty was, we're getting back to how many days he's surviving.
Oh, damn. We're still on this?
We just want your answer, just days. Because we might lose you again. Just give us days.
Until I die?
Yeah, or can you make it out? Do you think you're making it out?
I don't
how long can you survive?
I don't know about.
I said 15.
I said I could make it out.
I don't think I could. That's some rough shit. I feel like I could probably last. I don't know the days it can give, but I feel like I could probably do maybe 2 months or so. And
2 months. Okay.
I only say that. That is a vast
Yeah, but east to west is your best bet. I mean, you could be wrong, and you're going to be stuck east to west.
And then you're fucked. Yeah, so the Amazon is there's too many modern people in modern times that go to that bitch and still die. Because no matter what, let's say you just got a pocket knife. No matter what, you're not going to be. Your first 2 days is at your prime. Everything after that, you're fucking more calories out than in. And then you got fucking weakness,
but the reason why I say that is
shit. And I got to cross this filthy ass fucking river with
hippos and fucking.
Like I'm not.
I still say we're not the average person, and I understand the knowledge of the land equals so much, but I see motherfuckers walk barefoot around that place all the goddamn time with no, almost in loincloths. So like
are you talking about the natives?
I just made the statement to cover that. There's obviously knowledge of the land and stuff, but there's also
walking barefoot in the Amazon ain't knowledge of the land. That's built for that shit. That's different.
If they still get bit by a incredibly poisonous thing.
Yeah, Yeah, because they evolved there with that shit.
I'm not
That's
comparing
That's
myself.
like taking Jordan to Compton, and it's not nearly as bad as the fucking Amazon. And it's like, hey, Jordan, blend in. You'll be, give them knowledge of the land. Hey, where this fucking.
You don't think I could pull it off?
Give me days. Give me days.
3 hours.
Yeah, that's fair. Fuck it. That's fair. There is a pretty healthy police presence now. 3 hours is pretty fucking pretty good.
Get me out of here.
I think I could survive, and I'm a careful person.
I'm gonna say 2 months, just because that's some tough bush, and and that's why I asked where. Like being dropped off in the middle of the Amazon, but it's like close to like a coast, sure, but in the dead center of that bitch, fuck no, I'm not getting out. Like there is shit thicker than fucking, buddy. We've been to East Range, well fed and well slept, and I fucking hated breaking through, but I had regular ass clothes on and shit. We talking about the Amazon and whatever the fuck I had on in a pocket knife, and it pisses every 5 minutes. Fuck no, I'm not making it out.
I think I can make it out. Just like I can run through cement walls.
Like it's gonna be 3 weeks deep. I'm gonna not have any food, bitten by fucking every animal, every bug in the world, dried up, hungry. Then I'm gonna hear a fucking jaguar in the background calling for me. I'm gonna kill myself.
I'd choke that motherfucker up.
Yeah, right. It'd be
you won't be able to see it.
I have night vision. See these eyes?
Okay, first off, you've been to fucking Hawaii. Night vision don't work in that shit.
I said I have night vision. I don't use. You should know this by now. I very rarely use night vision. I don't. Yeah. I think it's a problem.
You really did shit.
I'd rather travel without night vision than with it, as in walking and moving through the bush. I mean, if there's enemies out there, sure, you put down your night vision so you can see further. But when it comes to moving around and being aware of your situations, night vision is not good.
We're getting off topic. We're talking about enemies. I'm talking about fucking jaguars. All right. This jaguar's not trying to set up an L shape on you.
You know what they call me? They call me the white jaguar. All right.
No one's ever said that.
No one's ever called you. I could think of 1,000 names we've ever called you. And like probably 90% of the shit people have called you, it's been us two that have called you that shit. And we've never called you the white jaguar.
Never.
But yeah.
Ever.
So you said 15, and I think 15 was too low for you, Jay. And I think spite would get you through some of it.
I don't have that much. I don't think I have that much spite in me. I have a lot of fuck it, and I would just like be lazy. I'd be like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, well,
I also hate the rain. Like,
I don't mind the rain. I hate the heat. The heat is what I don't like, and there's a lot of it.
Well, it's humid as fuck there.
That's what I said. I'd probably bitch myself to death more than anything.
Yeah, me too. I would definitely.
I don't know. I'm just basing this off of a bunch of the shit that we've done, I've done, except like I'm just thinking the constant walking, and then I have to break brush with my hand. I don't even have a fucking machete. I gotta break this shit with my hand, and then I gotta climb up shit. No, too much. Like, fuck no.
I'd live in the trees, swinging. You see my long arms?
No, if you said you could, I'm going 2 months. 2 months. Before insanity hits me.
Yeah, you're either getting out in 2 months or you're not getting, like, you're a part of the land now.
I'm just
like two months of travel, you're gonna get out. 2 months of travel, you're getting out. And that's why I think I could get out. I would do, because when you look at the continent, I would go east to west.
Yeah, but I'm putting factors in there
it's
too.
A continent.
Like, I'm thinking of shit like dehydration, hunger, and all that. Like eventually I'm just gonna be like fucking, I'll be with it.
Stumbling.
And my first week or two would be
leaves,
like my
dude.
first fucking. Oh, I'm with you. I'm gonna eat everything I can. But the first 2 weeks is like prime. Like my mental state is there. I got it. I know what the fuck I need to do. After that, after drinking enough fucking Amazon water piss and eating fucking grubs, bugs, and whatever the fuck else I could find, the protein I need for my brain and thinking, I'm gonna tell you this right now too. I am not sleeping well. Like I don't know, but I am not sleeping good at all. I'm up every couple hours or minutes. I'm on the forest floor getting eaten the fuck up, and then there's snakes and shit out there.
That's your best bet.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm gonna be dehydrated. But after 3 weeks, you're just fucking. That's POW stance, I guess. I'm gonna say I think I could make it 2 months. I think
I could get out.
That's highballing.
Yeah, I think I could get out.
I'm sticking with 15 days. I think I'd also get desperate to get the fuck out of there, and I'd end up making a huge mistake, getting a fucking wound or something. And
Yeah,
then it just gets
I definitely. You risk more when you're more desperate. You risk more versus more careful. You're like, you know what? I think I can jump across this fucking gully.
Yeah.
You snap your goddamn leg, and now you're limping in that shit. You're dead.
Yeah, the big animals are the biggest threat to me and what I find scary. But okay, that's the answer.
I think
so. We got 2 months, we got 15 days, and we got getting out. And I think two months is getting out. So that's what I mean. Like if I have to live there indefinitely, I don't think I'm making it months and months and months and months. I think in 60 days I could get out.
How far across is the Amazon? Can you walk that out in 2 months?
East to west. I mean, you're not doing 30 miles a day. You're not doing like Appalachian Trail pace. You're probably doing 12 to 15 miles a day if you're.
Fuck no! Have you seen that? How thick that shit is?
But there's also, you have to realize in a lot of there are game trails. There are things in game trails. If you know game trails, they lead to things like water.
Yeah, but they also lead to shit that left that fucking game trail too.
Yeah, but usually like these hunting animals do not leave game trails. That's the thing. Game trails are left by different types of animals.
Yeah, and it's the Amazon too. The problem with the wildlife, the problem with the Amazon is it's hard for everything and everybody. So the things that left the game trails have animals that are desperate enough to go for those game trails.
You got to go up in the trees.
I don't
get
doubt
off
that.
the ground. That's
There's
the biggest
shit
thing in
trees
the Amazon
too.
is get out. Yeah, of course, but you got to get off the ground.
The thing that's going to get you in Amazon isn't the big things, though. It's the snakes and the bugs. The most dangerous things in the Amazon, arguably, the biggest, the most dangerous things in there are the things that are smaller than your fucking.
I am Ace Ventura. All right.
Like.
I'm sick of this shit.
You're worried about the jaguar, and your big ass is climbing a tree and get tagged by a fucking viper. Now your dumb ass is trying to figure out.
Listen, viper. They a lot of these statistics they give on poisonous snake bites are for average people. A good, healthy man is not an average person.
First of all, never trust a motherfucker that says a poisonous snake versus a venomous snake, because that's a difference.
You said it first. Oh no, you said a viper. Yeah,
correct.
My bad. I know venomous and
correct.
All right, Grok. Grok told me the Amazon is at one of the narrowest portions, 200 miles across. At the largest portion, 1,200. So let's just say it's 600 miles.
But what about north to east? What's the largest and shortest?
You really think in a shitty situation you're really worried about north to east?
Well, no, I'm going east to west always. East to west.
I suppose you could do that, though. 10 miles a day, 60 days. I suppose it's possible.
That's what I mean. And I think you could do 10 miles a day.
We're forgetting where we're talking about.
You're forgetting.
Listen, I've already accepted that I'm only making it 15 days.
No, I'm surviving out of spite.
I'm thinking just East Range alone. Put 70 East Ranges in a.
I didn't think East Range was that bad.
You know why?
Just
you know
the
why?
centipedes.
Because
just the centipedes.
Because we didn't have to break goaches and shit.
Have you ever seen me land nav, sir? I don't follow roads. I break bush. That's how I
travel. You're not breaking goach, and you're not breaking Amazon.
That's the worst way to land now.
No, because I get right there and then, especially when I have the GPS in my hand.
And you're talking out in the open. There ain't no fucking way you're breaking brush in the Amazon. You're going You're gonna work your hardest. You're working for 5 hours, and then you've only gone 2 miles.
Oh wait, it was this one.
Hey.
This one.
Bro, I seen Jay on Arma. Listen, I've said 15 days. I didn't say I was going to find my way out. I don't know how to tell direction without a fucking compass. Like, people can look at the stars. I don't know none of that shit. But I want to hit on this comment. Mudhead, I'm interested to know a little bit about what you did, if you can tell us. You said you worked for the DOD for 22 years, and you had a Q clearance, non-compartmentalized. Be very interested if you can tell us a little bit more about it.
Probably can't. I gotta pee. I don't want to. I can hear you still.
Oh, here we go.
I should probably turn my fucking light on. I look like I'm getting ready to fucking start.
It's okay. You look mysterious.
I look like I'm going to give happy endings to the next motherfucker that walks into this bitch.
There he goes. Unsanctioned piss break, as always.
He's got that senior citizen fucking bladder.
Yeah, and he uses excuses. Oh, I drink 2 liters of water a day. Like that means something.
No, you don't.
Drink 2 liters of water a day.
You drink fucking maybe 3 pints of water, and then the rest is that peaty ass whiskey.
Yeah, Queck says you guys. By the way, by you guys you mean Ponte, are assuming you won't run into insects and animals that will kill you. Yeah.
I hope you were listening, Queck, because that's literally everything that I said. That's literally everything that I said.
And I can't fuck with like a big ass spider or God forbid a giant centipede.
Correct. No. You had to. I hope that was a typo and you meant you weren't, because you were definitely talking to Ponte. Because
he said he was singling out Ponte.
Okay, perfect. Because
I said that too. I said, my biggest fear is animals and insects and stuff. That's what I said. I said I'm not worried about eating. I did earlier. You weren't here. I said I'm not worried about eating and drinking. I'm worried about
the big animals are your biggest worries. What you're worried about.
Oh well, I did say that, but that's not what I meant. And that's why I'm saying stay off the ground. That's why I said stay off the ground. And you guys haven't seen me climb or move through trees, so.
Yeah, well, you're not doing 20 miles a day through trees, you fucking ape.
I am.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You're jumping through the fucking trees.
Yeah,
you should see me swing through trees.
You're talking about doing 20 miles a day, and you're talking about stay off the ground. What are you gonna fuck?
I am Tarzan.
Fucking wizard.
I know trees. That's something I grew up doing.
I know trees. I know.
No. Here's an actual thing: is all I did growing up was play in the woods. And there's certain trees you can learn very quickly on how much bend they have. Yeah, it does help you when moving quickly through see, you don't know enough already. You're not even making it 15 days. You're not even making it 15 days. And you grew up in Compton, sir.
Yeah,
I'm not making it 15.
I'm still smart enough to fucking know that any motherfucker talking about he grew up in the woods of Massachusetts is gonna fucking survive.
Look at Massachusetts. There's a lot of it is woods. You think it's just Boston?
No, motherfucker. But I do know that fucking Massachusetts ain't got even a 2% of what the Amazon.
I'm talking about trees and moving through trees, massive two shits. Yeah,
bitch, you are not going 20 miles a day in trees.
I said 10. I brought it down to 10.
I don't give.
That's still crazy.
No,
I don't give a fuck 10. If you're Groot himself.
You're saying.
Wait,
you can do.
Hold on. Sorry, civilian contractor, mostly USAF at Nellis and okay.
Somebody put the Discord in the chat, please. Somebody put the Discord in the chat.
For room temperature IQ politicians. I like that.
Well, that's all of them, isn't it?
No, one of these days you're gonna come back down here, or we'll go up there again and through some thick woods. We're gonna have a race through the woods.
Okay.
And we're gonna see who wins. Thick shit.
Yeah.
You just said you could swing 10 miles through fucking trees. That's insane.
I don't mean that exact. Stop that. I'm just talking about moving through trees. There's certain trees you can grab and can bend and can change course. There's certain trees that'll rip your shoulder out of the circuit.
There's one problem.
What?
You don't know the trees in the Amazon.
It's easy to learn. It's not hard and it's not.
So are you going to take a day to just feel the trees up and just check the girth?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Feel the bend. The important part is the bend.
So you're going to learn.
You have a knife.
All the trees. You're going to learn all the trees in the Amazon in a day. Are you for real forgetting that calories and calories? Like, bitch,
I'm eating everything. I'm eating leaves. I'm eating shit I find on the ground. You forget. This gut has seen a lot. All right.
You are not getting ready to go through the fucking Amazon, just start eating random shit and then going, yeah, I got this. You're gonna pass the iron gut, and then you just ate some
that
fucking
venomous
plant.
snake. I'm ripping off flesh and just running.
Well, you could definitely do that. You just hope that bitch don't tag you first.
No, he ain't gonna tag me first. I'm like a snake whisperer. I sit there.
Yeah,
remember long arms? I get him to target this hand. Woo! He goes.
I'll tell you what you are.
You guys know I'm being ridiculous. You guys know I'm being ridiculous, right?
Did you say a loser?
No, delusional. I am a loser too, but
I thought you said, you know what you are, right?
Oh shit, dude.
That would have been great. You're a loser.
You're a loser, buddy. No losers making it out of the Amazon.
That would have been awesome if you said a loser.
Yeah, no, exactly, Quex. He's playing it off, but this is 100% his actionable.
No, I think I could make it out, but a lot of this, what I've gotten into, is being ridiculous, and I'm surprised you guys still haven't picked that up on me. At a certain point, I'd just be ridiculous just to argue.
Oh man, you know what though? Some of your ridiculous is shrouded in truth, because some of the shit we also know you. You 100% think some of that shit. You're like, I think I could. Even to me, thinking that you could make it out is still a crazy thought to me.
Dude, if what's his name? Who's the one who played? What role did he play? Was he Spider-Man?
Are you getting ready to talk? No, he was in Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. If he could make it out, I could make it out. All right. Great movie, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Good movie. If you haven't seen it,
that shit's some crazy thick shit. I don't think so. Because the thing is just a knife.
That's it.
Here's the thing. You're saying it's extremely thick shit. The canopy in the Amazon is so extremely thick. It's not as thick as it is here. If you go out in the woods and try to, but no, I'm talking about undergrowth. Even if you try to maneuver through some of these Georgia woods, there's more small plant growth, sticks and stuff that slow you down than is in the Amazon.
Look, I've spent some time in these Georgia woods. A lot of fucking time.
Then you know. There's more small growth that actually slows you down.
And that's what I'm basing it off of. Small growth here still fucks you up. And I'm well fed, well hydrated, well equipped.
But it's different there.
Dysentery.
I shit myself all the time. Dysentery ain't a thing.
Say the first day is fine. The second day is fine. The third day is fine. The fourth day.
Malaria. I forgot about malaria.
Yeah,
the thing is, I always have malaria.
Even if I run into it, let's say 5 days later, that is still 5 days of not eating right, of not drinking right, and not sleeping right. So even if I hit 3 miles of it, 2 miles of it, or intermittently, I'm still fucked up because it's still going to take me 40 minutes of work for just a little bit. It's still fucking me
with
up.
My pocket knife. No snake swallowing my ass.
Like, there's just no way. So even if it was a little bit of brush and it took me 40 minutes to get out, great. I'm still 5 days deep of no eat, no drink, no sleep. Plus, I just worked.
Well, you're saying no eat. You're saying no eat and no drink. There's plenty to eat and drink.
You're not, but you're not eating as you should because you're moving. I'm not going to sit there and consume all this shit.
Well, that's why I brought it down to 10 miles a day. I think I could traverse 10 miles a day and have plenty of time off.
I'm just going. I know I'm not sleeping right, and I know sure as fuck. And there's plenty
I don't
of water
sleep in general, so that's my
yeah,
standard.
but you also
is
aren't
not
moving
sleeping.
10 miles. You're not moving.
I always
Air conditioning.
I move 12 miles a day at minimum. All right.
No,
where the fuck are you going for 12 miles a day?
I'm on the move. I'm walking, dude.
Shut the fuck up. You just
yeah. I'm saying, and 2 months for me is highballing. I just know the way that fucking the world, that fake shit. No thanks. It's 2 months, like, and I don't. 2 months is a stretch for me. Like, I just know me. I'm just not sleeping right. I really don't know what the fuck I'm eating like that besides bugs and all this other shit. But it's still not the shit you need for up here. You still not getting, and it's food, but it's not the proper sugar you need. You're not getting the right glucose you need. You're not getting the proper protein inside. You're just not. So add all that plus not sleeping, which your brain needs fucking sleep. Like
I'm more than half that anaconda's weight, Quex. Well, you got to remember, I'm not victim weight. All right.
It doesn't matter.
Nope, 2 months. I'm gonna say.
You ever see me with a knife?
Yeah, I've seen you drop that shit plenty of times.
Yeah, and now imagine you haven't eaten and you've had nothing but like a fucking dead bird in the last 5 days.
Well, you guys also forget how plentiful the Amazon is.
No, I said there's plenty too. I'm not forgetting it's plentiful at all. I'm just stating
to include sugars, though. There's plenty of.
Yeah, but it's really not the same. You're still working the way that
Listen, I don't even think food matters. Second, you drink some water and you get fucking dysentery or malaria.
Yeah, you add any of that on top of what you got going on, you can call that shit.
Well, the malaria one's the scary part because that's a mosquito, and that's where
even dysentery. If you're throwing up and shitting all the time, you're not nearly taking as much liquid in as you're getting out.
I'm always shitting all the time.
Not dysentery shit.
There's a difference.
I know, I'm being funny.
Not
guys.
Dysentery shitting. That's walking around without pants on. Like, if you have dysentery, you have to walk around with no pants.
Have you seen how short my shorts are?
Dude, this guy's trying to convince us that he basically already lives in the Amazon. That his day-to-day life is already like this.
Yeah, as he complains all the time. I'm hot.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't want to go. I'm hot. As he complains that his bed is too hot, but this motherfucker's going to walk 10 miles a day in arguably one of the most humid places on the planet and try to get the fuck out.
I'm a survivor, all right.
I'm hot. You can't even drink water or eat without fucking burping. You're gonna fucking watch. You're gonna eat in the fucking Amazon.
And I heard that while I was taking a piss. I do drink at least a gallon a day, and I keep track of that.
Well, too bad you're in a
Most
fucking
days.
Amazon with just a pocket knife. How you gonna drink a gallon a day out there? You're gonna cup your hands in the rain that many goddamn times?
There's actually techniques to that with certain plants that you can use in the Amazon to collect rainwater, and plenty of it.
Yeah, but you still have to move 10 miles a day. You're gonna fashion yourself. You're gonna basket weave your shit with a pocket knife.
I am actually practicing basket weaving right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're gonna have to move 8 miles that day because it's gonna take you a minute to weave that bitch.
Yeah, no, I'm a snake skin. There you go. Quex answered it for you.
Okay, well then you're only making then you're only making it out. So then you're only making it 3 days because I'm not fucking.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Even if I know it's a fucking constrictor, I'm still not fucking with it. No snake I'm going near if I'm trying to make it out.
I'm getting down in predator stance with my knife out.
Listen,
guys,
I would rather just.
Have you not understood? I'm being ridiculous now.
I would rather just drink out of the fucking stream before I fill up a snake skin full of fucking water and slurp it.
You're dying before me.
That's first off, it's the same fucking water. We're dying at the same time. Just
no, I'm rainwater. I'm rainwater
snake skin
with a tied off snake skin over my shoulder, running with a big floppy dildo of snake skin through the rainforest at 10 miles per day.
Dude, you can't even let him bullshit you. He's so lazy. He would strangle it, and he would just he wouldn't even skin the snake. He would open his mouth and scoop it like a sock, and then carry it that way. Guts, teeth, all that shit in there. He's just squeezing mouth to mouth.
See, Hunter gets it. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm in the trees. If I'm big enough, if I stand real still and just go like this, you think I'm a tree. So that jaguar you're so worried about? Look how still I am.
The fact that you said you're a tree is crazy. Because jaguars climb trees, so that bitch is going to try to climb you. And
then I bite its jugular, I carotid out, not jugular.
You can't even say a word by the lake without shaking in the knees.
That's true.
And you fucking think a jaguar is not going to make you shake? All right. You can't even say a word in English.
Most of the times, yeah. It's because that's not how my brain thinks. You know, my brain only works in crisis. It doesn't work in regular. But I enjoyed this. This was fun. What do we got next? Let's finish it up because I also am trying to keep it going here.
What were you saying about your brain? Don't you just fucking...
Which one am I pulling up? No, I was looking at my top screen. Sorry.
The one you already have pulled up.
There's 2 videos to that in the same
play
page.
Both. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll pull up the article after. So I saw a lot of people sharing this video on X, and I wasn't going to put it in here, but the video says this is of American citizens who are living in one of the occupied areas in Palestine. And they basically are being like gang harassed by the Israelis trying to get them out of there. Tearing down their fences, won't let them leave their house. We can go ahead and play this clip and then I'll pull up the article.
You want me to play both?
Yeah, you don't have to play them all if they're long. Those people will get the gist.
44.
And they've been doing this shit for...
What are they doing? Blocking the road?
No, they're taking down their fucking fences and all this shit. They're trying to basically scare these fucking people out of there, but they're also not letting them leave their house. They've been camping out here and everything.
Like there's videos shooting these motherfuckers. That was my property.
That's the problem. That's the problem is the fucking IDF is backing them up.
I know that is the problem, but as soon as they step on my thing, I'd be recording Facebook Live the whole time.
All right, you can go to the next one.
Okay, go into the next one.
And then this is them like starting to put up their own shit, putting roadblocks in, and well, not a roadblock, it's fucking stakes, but putting them in the road and shit. And these people that they're blocking in are, what the fuck was that? Smoke bomb?
Firework or something.
Yeah. But anyways, that's good. Let me pull up this article real quick. Because like I said, I wasn't going to share this one just because, it lacks some context. We've seen plenty of shit of these Israeli citizens and the fucking IDF kicking these Palestinians out of their land. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. But I go to the Times of Israel a lot whenever we're talking about this shit because a lot of times this shit's in there. And sure enough, it was the very first article. So from Ohio, a Palestinian American watches as settlers besiege his family in Qusra. So this is the same area that this is happening. And we don't need to really read through the article. I just wanted to show that it's right here in the Israeli Times. So you can consider it from the fucking source. And in that video, I believe it mentions this city specific. But they have family in the United States who is getting to see their family fucking besieged and their land stolen. Fucking crazy.
I just tend to think like I'm going out swinging. I'm sending my family away and I'm taking motherfuckers with me at that point.
Well, we've talked about before. What option are you giving these people but to fucking fight back? Like, you're taking their land. They don't have anywhere. You're kicking them out of their fucking homes. Like, as a father, they kick you and your fucking kids out of your home. What option are you leaving them? We saw that video. We played it a couple of weeks ago of that dude. They were kicking him out of their land and he fucking snatched one of their guns and, he killed one of the IDF.
See you later, Paul. He doesn't like the use of the F word.
I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, can't help you. I got a bad mouth. It's never going away.
It's a product of being in the military, man. It's literally what we speak in. But yeah, I think it just gets down to that point where you got to make it as public as possible. But we see how media is going nowadays, and that's where I think their power comes in from live streaming and stuff like that. But we probably know they have jammers and have other things to prevent people from live streaming stuff like this. And jammers are a very real thing. And I think live streaming is even taken down. They have the ability to not monetize, censor that within a few minutes. You know what I mean? If you don't think AI and there's other things there that are waiting to pull that out of the stream, I think you're wrong as well. What are you thinking, Tom? I see the wheels turning.
I'm just listening. I mean, I don't really have anything to. There's, in my opinion, there's nothing really to add to this on like an opposite side. You really don't. You really don't give people an option when you do things like this, because being human is being human. You can't just you can't take people's stuff, and you can't make people desperate and not expect a desperate response. Like, there's no argument against it. Even if you disagree with the plight, even if, like, you take it even in a war of ours, whatever, you still have to be able to look at the other side and be like, yeah, I would fight too. Like, everyone, like in America, let's take all the wars we've been in and had. Of course, because we're on this side, it's easy to be like, oh, you know what? Fuck them over there, fuck this and that. But in reality, if you look at it, if somebody came to America and was doing a shit that we did because it's a war, we would fight back too. And then we would be like, no one's coming. And we do it all the time. Oh, no one's coming to the USFA and fucking with us. You don't think they have the same thought on their? Everybody has that same.
Yeah.
So I don't really have an argument against it. It's just being human. You're not getting ready to push someone to a desperate line and expect them not to have a desperate response. It's just not how that works.
But I also don't think I do think in other countries, there's not that sense of national pride that we have in some countries. So it's not so much if you're coming to the US, then it's so much, then you got to go more into a personal level where this is my home.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm saying on our level, I have to put it that way. Because on our level, it's more about a national crisis than a personal ability. Over there, it's more of a person. But like over here, it's easy for people to, I think, in my opinion, forget the survival side of it because we live in the U.S. So it's easy for us to rally behind the U.S. And it's all about, oh, you're not coming to the U.S. We don't have what they have, or they don't have what we have. Over there, it's a survival thing. Over there, it's not, oh, you're coming to fuck down us. It's like, this is my land. Like, this is my shit, my family. You're coming specifically for me. That's the only reason I bridged the two. Because in my opinion, the two aren't separate. It's the same line of thinking. It's just.
Mudhen, we talked about this previously, that they're removing so much censoring. And, we think that's for a reason. I think that goes into everything.
Yeah, they're letting shit slip through for now.
Yeah,
it's coming back though.
Yeah,
like censorship is going to come back with a purpose. But I sent you another clip. It's a similar scenario of these fucking settlers. And this is, I want to bring this up before you play this. This is where I have a bigger problem with it. And it does come back to America. Is if those are American citizens that they're attacking, why can't we do something about it? And number two, we've showed clips in the past where there are Americans who are going over there to be settlers, American citizens. You're still beholden to American law. Like you can't go to another country and commit crimes, right? That's what got fucking Jared from.
I think so much of it leads to a fact that they are failures. And listen, I'm not saying I'm anyone better than anyone else, but I think so much of it kind of leads into these people are failures and are just leaving the country because they can't do anything here. They can't.
I don't think that's what it is.
What do you think they're being paid to, or there's? That's what I mean. I think they're seeing it as. Go ahead.
I don't think they're being paid for what it is. I truly believe that this ideology that we're seeing coming out of the area of essentially manifest destiny. This manifest. It's kind of like manifest destiny. They view this is their land. Like this land is promised to them by God. And they are trying to do away with the diaspora. There's been calls for the longest time for Jews to move back to Israel. And when you have a government that's paying you to go back, they're giving you land for free. You just got to show up and take it. And guess what? The IDF is going to be there to help you out.
That's what I mean. So if you're a failure here, do you not think that that's a good option to do that?
No, I don't. And the only reason I say that is because a failure in America is still a lot safer and easier than going to a country in the Middle East as a Jewish person to take the land. Granted, you're going to the Jewish country in the Middle East, but I still think being a failure in America is much safer than what they're doing. I think it's beyond that. It's ideology.
Maybe safer, yeah. And I think ideology has a play into it. And I also think some of these people are just fucking weird and almost cast outs and failures. Or I shouldn't say failure. I failed at plenty of things. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. For me, even if I were that, and I know, I have Jewish people in my family that have converted through marriage and stuff, and like that's not a part of their vocabulary. Even if you know what I mean, like they would never be like, "Oh no, like I'm being weird." Like it's easier for me to leave.
Yeah, I get that, and I was not saying it's the ideology of all of them. I'm saying I think it is. Well, obviously, it's an ideology that's pushed. We've covered stuff in the past on this show of them using government funds to get people to move back over.
Yeah,
and we've covered the dual citizenship rate. It's crazy.
In my eyes, get rid of that shit. There's no such thing as dual citizen.
I agree.
I'm sorry, and people probably won't agree with that, and that's fine. But like, I think we need to pull it into a thing. Is like, yeah, we have problems in our country. Yeah, we have, but like, no. If you're a citizen of another country, you're not a citizen here. I think like, and I get there's like that's a very big pitfall, and that's kind of like whoa. But like to an extent, to me, no, it's not. Why do you need to be a citizen of another country?
Yeah, like for sure. I think you have your rare exemptions where it's needed, but not at the rate. You know what I think that's what you were getting at.
Failure in America gets a free ride. I mean, yeah, to an extent, but
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's more of an ideological thing, and you see that it's promoted a lot. I mean, we've covered it plenty on this show.
Let's watch this real quick. Okay. So these are supposed U.S. citizens, you said?
No, these are not. This is a different scenario happening in the same area.
Okay,
so
okay.
You'll see the people in that.
That's so out of context for me. Like,
it's the same thing we've seen 100 times.
I know, but there's this one kid, and there's this, and
it's
then
always
it changes, and then it changes perspective where it's showing the animals with razor wire from the. So is it changing? You know what I mean? Like that was to me was a little.
No, I
weird.
think it was just a different clip. That's all.
I would have reached over and grabbed that kid by the hair and pulled him onto my property and beaten the shit out of him. I'm sorry.
That's the problem is they can't do that.
I
Then
know.
the IDF shows up and takes
I
them.
get that. I get that. Yeah, he was trespassing, but I'm thinking on American.
Yeah.
You know, an American point of view. I get that. I don't know. It's all tough, and that's why it's hard for us to comment on it, and that's why like I tend to kind of just like,
It's not,
you know what I mean?
hard for me to fucking comment on it. I'm not.
I know it's just like
maybe it should be, but it's not.
What do you think?
Let's play this one.
Okay, and then we'll get Ty's thoughts because he's.
Let's play this one too. This is a clip of them. Again, these are the settlers coming in and dumping out these water tanks. Like this is these people's water, even if it's just for the animals. Like we've seen this before too. We've showed the clips of them dumping cement into the wells, so they don't even have water. That's all it is. I just wanted to show it. Just like
I get it, but here, do you understand what I'm saying about like a lot of this? Is that like you don't know what that is? Do I see it happening? Yes, I could see it happening, but in that context, you don't. That could just be people dumping water, and it's just a video of it, and they post it saying it's this is happening.
I mean, yeah, sure, that could be the case. I don't believe that to be the case at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not at the position anymore where I'm playing devil's advocate or considering this idea of devil's advocate for this. We've seen too much happen over there. Sorry, I'm just taking it for what it is. Like
I know. Yeah,
the most heinous shit we've seen come out of there. So
I agree. I'm not saying
you can call me impartial and you'd be right, but I'm fine with being impartial.
I don't see this being far-fetched to what's actually going on over there from what I see and look into. I'm just saying, like, we know the use of propaganda, right? We know how powerful it is. We know how this could be a video from 2006.
It could be, but what's the propaganda?
I mean, Israeli propaganda or anti-Israeli propaganda.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't know who that serves. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, that would serve the people of Gaza. That would serve other nations across the not across the world in that area that are against Israel.
You know,
like to think there's no such thing as like.
No, but I'm talking about us. I'm talking about us. Like clearly the position of the American government is to support Israel.
Well, I know,
but
there's still these things that are like, I didn't see what this post is from Hotspot. I don't know what Hotspot is. And I'm saying, like, I do believe this shit is happening, right? Like, I'm not saying.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, we're so quick to jump into the side. Oh, this is how it is. This is exactly. Oh, look at this. And I just like to bring that forward, especially in this format, to say we personally don't know. But do we think it's happening? Yes. But as people doing a podcast and talking about it, no, I think that's an important point, though. And I don't think enough people do it because that leads into, you know, the whole bipartisanship bullshit, the whole Israel is bad, which I think they are. But like, it leans into this point of view is where like, oh, look at this horrible shit. They're horrible. Yeah, they're horrible. But everything we post, we don't know if it's 100% going, you don't know if this is true. And I think that's an important part, and we're losing that. And that's part of the and this is why I stick on it, Jay. And I know you kind of like roll your eyes at it sometimes, but I think it's important to say it leans into the bullshit that we have in the world.
Where does that lead? It doesn't lead to anything. If I'm just impartial about everything I've never, ever experienced or seen with my own two eyes, I'm not going to have an opinion about anything.
No, it's not being impartial. It's understanding that there is fake shit out there. And it is saying that as us as a channel pushing this out, we don't know. We don't know this is a true video. That's what's happening in this video. It's like a disclaimer, and I think that's important because too many people watch these things because they don't think for themselves. I'm not saying anyone in our chat is along these lines, but there's too much of this going on in the world where there's simple people droning at something because someone tells them it's the way it is. They think it's the way it is, and that's building the issue that we're having in the world a lot of the times, is being like, here's a piece of evidence. We don't fully know, but when you look at the grand picture, the grand scale of things, yes, this is probably happening. Yes, we get that, but that doesn't mean that's what this video is, and it leads into this whole conflict bullshit that I don't agree with. It's understanding, yes, shit is happening over there. I fully agree with that. But it's still good to say when a video comes up, yeah, okay, I can see where this could lead to this. I can see where this could very well be true, but we don't know. Me, you, Ty, we don't know. As into that specific video.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's just... You can hold yourself to that standard. I'm not going to hold that myself because it's impossible.
Yeah,
it's impossible. I'm just being honest. Like, it's impossible for every time I show something to just be like, yeah, by the way, I have no clue whether this is. If anybody listens to me and forms their opinion off of me, I'm just some fucking dude from Ohio. That's on fucking you. I talk about the shit I'm interested in talking about.
Well, and that's where I like the education side of it more, is where, and there's too many people doing that right now. Joe Rogan tells them, Fox News tells them, CNN tells them, CNBC tells them, and that's the truth. There's too many people that are just listening to what they're told and aren't looking for themselves. And that's a problem.
What do you think, Mac?
I honestly, my opinion on the whole matter is, I think too much of a lot of the right things are being added into this. I think a lot of it is a distraction to the bigger picture. We're like, clearly, like you both established, something is happening over there. I don't know that it's for the reasons that we're being told. And the reason I say too many of the wrong things, maybe too many of the right things are being added, and there's too much emotion and thought process into this on all three sides. And I say on their side, the other side, and then our side here in America. I don't believe that, because our stance in America, you know what side, like you said, we're always going to side with Israel. We're always going to side with Israel. And therein lies the problem, is why, you know what I mean? But at the same time too, let's not pretend like we're going to side with any side in anything for our own benefit. You know what I mean? And I think people are forgetting that. Like, they're like, well, we support Israel because it is. If you think America, the government of America, is really supporting Israel because they believe in that cause, it's fucking crazy. Honestly, there's something else at play.
I liked kind of how you said that.
There's something else at play there, but also we care too much about what the other side wants or thinks. Just like I read this, and I'm not shitting on you, because while you guys were talking, I was also reading some comments, and it's like Ad Bang said, why would you support Islam? Do you support pedo hunting children, enslaving black people, Bum Boy Friday? It says blacks aren't even seen as human in Islam, which is actually it's false. True Islam is almost the same as any true Islamic state condemns racism, just like true Christianity, right? Catholicism and all that also truly condemns racism. But look at the Klan, strictly Christian, like 100% strictly Christian. And to this day, racism against all, you have a lot of religious people. So are we there in lie to say, why would you be a Christian? Black people aren't even seen as people against Christians, which is bullshit, which we all know is absolutely, false.
Yeah.
The true Islam is, in reality, if you look at and know Islam, to its, I won't say to its entirety, but know it deeply, it's actually more peaceful than a lot of Christianity is. I'm not Islamic. I'm just throwing it out there, but it's a lot more less straining. It's a lot more forgiving than even Christianity kind of is. The issue is when you have, let's take in the last 2.5 decades, our biggest fights have been with Islamic countries, Islamic states. So unfortunately, people formed a mindset and a thought that
and that's what I liked what you said, where is like the bigger picture, and the bigger picture to me and always has been is division.
Yes,
it's just like, why can't we just all be like, okay, you believe what you believe, yeah, human rights is a thing. If you're raping and killing, like we got that, but like, why do we have to be so polarized on everything? And it just seems that like it's just more of a way, and that goes into the propaganda of anti-Israel people. Yeah, we want you to hate Israel even more, Israel or Israeli American, whatever. We want you to hate the other side even more. And it's like, I feel like if so many people just got together and be like, listen, guys, can we just like talk and put all this bullshit, put our parents' bullshit aside?
Yes, but dang, I wanted to hit up on Dang's comment. Listen, nobody is saying that stuff isn't happening. The slaves market in North Africa, they're selling black babies. Sure, that might be happening, and it might be being done by Muslims, but that doesn't mean most Muslims are done doing it. It just doesn't mean that. Like, I know Muslim people who would completely say that is wrong. And the slavery thing is like, it's not a good example in my opinion. There's slaves all over the world. Like China, they're not slaves, but China has 2 million Uyghur Muslims in internment camps, and they've had them in there for over a decade. But like nobody ever talks about that.
And I agree. That's another thing that I think as we get further and further apart, like who was this? Chase Phillips. That's ridiculous. Christians don't believe death upon someone that leaves the church. What an idiotic thing to say. Islam is more peaceful, my ass. What you just said is actually more idiotic, because you're thinking of a specific state. You're thinking of, I think you're forgetting, like, think of Christianity. You're saying Christians don't. You're speaking for all Christians, which is crazy. That's you putting your foot down that 100% there is no Christian or no denomination of Christian that will wish death upon someone after, which you can't guarantee. That's stupid. That's just like, you're letting some Islamic states speak for all Islamic people, which is kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah,
we're talking in the Middle East. There's a big Islamic population in India and in Asia, and you don't hear much. You're letting some Middle Eastern crazy ass.
There's radicals in all of them.
Correct.
Don't get me wrong. I think Christianity is the superior religion, as fucked up as that is to say, but you can't deny. And we were kind of having this discussion in Friday, the violence of the Old Testament. It is there. You don't see it in the New Testament once we get to Jesus, but then you get him fulfilling the Old Testament. But there is violence in the Old Testament, 100%.
Yeah, it was. A lot of the world is Christian and Catholic because it was spread on violence, which I think somebody just said. Like, we talking crazy shit from burning motherfuckers at the stake, Spanish Inquisition. We're talking all types of shit. That was just because it was in the past does not make it invalid.
Yeah, I don't think, and I do this, but I don't think you can use the actions of people to argue against the religion. There's better ways to argue against the religion by diving into the book, finding issues within the book. But using everything you're going to say about this is being done, that's been done by man.
Che, I hear what you're saying, Che. You said, of course, all Muslims aren't that radical, but there's more radical by a huge percentage point, which I would strongly.
Say that's true. You would say it's true. I want to know a study on, like, because well, this is my biggest thing. And Ty wasn't here for this. I'm going to talk over you here. You go to Muslims in America. You go to Muslims in inner city America. You go to in Ty's here. He grew up inner city. This is why I'm saying it. You go to black men, and I know in New York. I don't know about in Los Angeles if it was as big. You get these dudes that tie into Islam and they tie into this stuff. And yes, they are not scholars of the book, but they are a community. And there's things they pull from the book, and they are good people.
Sure, I'm not saying you can't be.
I'm not. I know, but I'm just saying that's why I want to know the actual percentage there, because you go into all the millions in these, and it goes into my thing with a lot of people like. Jay knows a lot of theology. Quex knows a lot of theology. They know deep contextual side of religion. But you go into a majority of people who say they're religious. I'm a Christian. I'm an Islam. I'm Jewish. I'm Buddhist. They're not theologians. They are people who are part of a community, a part of a group that, yes, they say I am this. They will put it down on anything you ask them. I am Islam. I am Jewish. I am Christian. But are they reading the book? Are they? No. It's about the community, and it's about pulling good from the book. And that's where, I understand where it's man doing it, and it goes into where man and not the book is doing it. But there's plenty. You go into any religions that are people that are good, doing good in the name of that religion, but not based on the completely the text.
A few things here.
I know. You can answer. I just wanted.
I want to first off to hit on what you said about not being the book. Muslims and Jews know their book way better than we do. Like, they spend years of their life studying it to the point to where there are people who memorize it by heart. I don't know one person who can recite the Bible by heart through it. Number two, my point is I do believe that Muslims are more susceptible to radicalization. I do believe that.
Well, that goes into my thing where I always say, where does Islam really start to take over, and has always done? And then when a country develops, where does it start to leave? You go into these third world countries, you go into a lot of countries with issues, Islam takes off. Islam does really well. You see it spread through these countries. These countries then pull out, not saying it's a growth tool or anything, but then start to modernize and start to develop. And they lose this connection with Islam, because they're not. Why are we doing, when it comes to radical Islam especially, why are we doing this? This is stupid. We don't need to do this. So you see that. You see it. You see where the home of radical Islam really is. It's not in a lot of these developed countries. It's just not, because it's in
correct.
Exactly. So it's just there's so much to it.
And the reason I brought that up earlier, because that's what I was leading into, that segued perfectly, is exactly what we see, because it ties into what we were talking about earlier. When you back someone into a corner, they have no choice but to fight back whatsoever. And when you look at the predominantly Muslim countries, like we said, Middle East, Africa, almost all of East Africa. I forget what part of India, but there's some pretty poor and third world countries. And the reason for that is when you look at the teachings as a whole, Christianity is really based on forgiveness. It's based on a lot of faith. It's based on a lot of really holding tight and like hoping, right? And that's not saying it's right or wrong, but when you look at when these religions are trying to get a foothold of stuff, when you're hungry, when your kids are hungry, when there's fighting, when there's so much death, when there's desperation, faith is a little hard to keep. It's a little hard to keep. Now, when you have a religion that also teaches that, but they also have a strong foundation in action, that's where it becomes dangerous. Because when you say action to a human, that's dangerous. Action to Islam doesn't mean violence. But when you say it to a person that is desperate, that almost 100% means violence. So that's when you start getting wild subsects and things like that. And, you know, unfortunately, they caught a bad rap because a lot of the groups that became violent took off because they were getting, you know, they got results. And then eventually,
because in third world countries, it works.
That's what you need.
It shows results.
Do you want food? Do you want this or that?
Yep.
And then you take that. It's not just a new thing. Those countries have been, Muslim for who knows, centuries, or whatever the case may be. So now it's just rooted and embedded, and you're not. It's hard to kill a fucking. I don't mean it. I'll preface it with I'm not calling them cockroaches. I'm just saying it's hard to kill a roach infestation when it's been infested for a long time,
and when it's proving results. And it goes into someone mentioned what was it, Istanbul or Turkey or something, and it goes that, and nowadays it has gained some speed because there are a lot of people who are upset and there are people who are struggling, and I think that's why it's gaining speed in America, because there's so many people where America was the home of the free and they're struggling. They're so they can do these things in the name of a religion, or if you want to call it that, but where this say violent action produces
Thanks,
results.
Chase Phillips.
But
I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you, Chase. But hold on, I also wanted to say, and someone said something about China. I think it was you, Kinsley. But China is rapidly becoming one of the biggest Christian countries in the world. So like, how are they so far ahead when they're in not saying it's due to Christianity, but like that faith, that hope, that stuff. Ty just put it perfectly, right? It plays into, say, and Kinsley mentioned, like capitalism. It put into a system. It works into a system, and have faith and pray it's going to work out. Some people can't because their kids are starving, their family's starving. I'm not defending Islam here, guys, but at the same time, when you can join with a band of people who are taking what they need in the name of a religion, so it's like in your subconscious, it's playing better for you because I believe in this religion, but I'm also now able to do what I need to do to feed my family, feed myself. You see why in third world countries, radical Islam works out, because these people roll through and they do and they take. I'm sorry, but like radical Islam, that's kind of what happens.
Yep. Yeah.
And the point out what I was going to add is like, we, the Western nations, have increased the radicalization of the Islams in the area. We've talked about this plenty of times in the past. You kill my dad, it's going to be my life mission to kill you. Dude.
Yeah,
that's
the way it is,
insurgency,
man.
but that's insurgency too.
It ties directly into the radicals of the religion too, because they're going to find those people who are preaching this thing. Oh, Allah calls you to do this. Death to America, death to whatever.
The
non-Muslim.
Yeah.
Like, you're breeding that into it. You know, you go.
But
We
that
went
would
to
happen
Iraq.
here.
We killed a
That
million.
would happen here in America too. Like,
what do you mean?
Christianity.
No, Christians are so divided. I don't think you'd ever see that.
You don't think most people, like, let's ask chat an American side, like if someone killed my kid, my father.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But
I'm saying
don't
that
think,
like your insurgency, I think you need to separate from, and I get how religion can play into insurgency, right? Because you can scoop up these people who are feeling this way and pull them in and be like, hey, listen, this is a group. This you belong here. So, but yeah.
You know what though? We still see that on a lesser note, because I think we blow over just because it's right now. That's how it is, right? So we're talking about the Islamic State. We're talking about Israel. We're talking, so all this crazy shit's happening. But when we get down to business, I think in a religion state too, we forget that in Christianity, there are so many. I think someone just said there's so many denominations. Technically, Christianity is Catholicism. And then you have Presbyterians. You have so many. That's still Christianity. But one thing Christianity got good at is not accepting the other side. So it's like Christians are like, let's say rally behind something. You have Catholics, and you say Catholic, we all think of priests and boys. Christians, actual Christians,
especially coming from the Northeast,
are like, oh, no. Christians, we wouldn't do that. Motherfucker, Catholics are Christians.
Yep.
So that's one thing that Christianity does extremely well is they but they can't see that, or a lot can't see that with the Islamic State too. Like they can't be like, oh no, Muslims are like, no, this subsect of Muslim is equivalent to like Catholicism versus Christianity and this side, but it's like, no, all Muslims are bad, or Islam is bad, or whatever case. That's like saying Christian are bad. So do you, as a Christian, do you accept the actions of the Catholic priests doing whatever the fuck they were doing? No, of course not. So then why do we place the same thing on all of Islam? That's one of my biggest things. You can't separate. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Who's this current?
Well, I wanted to talk on Chase.
No, Catholicism is Christianity. I was reading something that's interesting. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Well, I was just going on the Kingdom of Heaven, one of my favorite movies because of a lot of my thoughts on religion. Like one of the times his angel, and you find out it's kind of like a guardian angel who's talking to him, and he's like, I've seen countless wars fought on the name of religion. And then he also goes into a thing where it goes into the counter argument of that is where what's his name? King Jesus, I have a shirt of him. Whatever. He's talking and he's like, well, a father can move a son, a king can move, but like when it comes down to at the end of the day is your actions. Like I don't know. And it goes into that. Sorry, King Baldwin was the one that was like, we can have Judaism and Islam here. It's fine. And you had the I think it was the Templars, or the beginning of the Templars, the French. Maybe it wasn't. No, it was the beginning of the Templars, wasn't it? No, Templars came from elsewhere. But where we're super like, no, there can't be any other religion. Like they wanted to eradicate it all. And Baldwin was more on this acceptance of, we're controlling it because we're doing good controlling it, but they can go have their prayer time. They can go do this. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
And it goes into, Jay and Quex's thing where people manipulated the thing. So it was a certain group of King Baldwin's group that was pushing and killing these people that were doing the supply routes or whatever, were affecting these Islamic people and everything that brought the war upon them. And I think I love that movie. I love that movie. Thank you, Chase. Sorry, I just wanted to do my call out. Sorry, quick. Ty.
Kearns 05. Are you saying no Catholicism?
That's
Quex, yeah.
Oh, is that Quex?
That's Quex.
I didn't know that was Quex. Are you saying Catholicism is not Christianity? Because I'm trying to get. Because if you're saying that, that's...
No. He goes into what I just said. People. It's not the book. It's people doing things that are associated or manipulating the book. And that's kind of what I went into at the end of my spiel, is where I kind of agree that you have people, and you have, and Kinsley had said it, where all religion nowadays, not all, but most religion that you see, you can go to the church down the road, you can go to the temple, you can go to the mosque. It's all fucking manipulated, and it's all corporate, and it's all bullshit. And it goes into my thing that was talked about earlier. Someone said it's all just meant to divide us. It's just another thing and if regular people like we do, and why I think it's so important, I always harp on it on this channel, is we talk and we can have differences, and guess what? We're fine.
Hold on. Quex, I think Quex is.
Yeah, you fired up the theologian.
That's fine. I don't mind it. But you probably saying the same thing you are. Christian or Catholicism is a branch of Christianity, but not every Christian is a Catholic.
He didn't mean that. He just misspoke for a second. Like, he was saying Catholicism is a branch of Christianity. He didn't say all Christianity is a branch of Catholicism. He didn't mean that.
That's what he's saying. He said you said it, Ponte.
Oh no, I thought Ty's.
No, I'm just trying to get what Quex is saying.
I didn't say.
I never said manipulate. Oh, Quex is saying Ponte. Quex said stop talking for him. You didn't say shit what you were talking about.
I didn't say. I've never said the Catholic is Christianity though, and you know that.
Quex is fucking. Are you drinking?
No, you can get Quex's.
No, I get it. I was just curious. Yeah. No, I get it. I may not look it, but I'm verse 2.
Well, I picked it up because you did, Ty. You were like, well, Christianity is Catholicism.
Catholicism is the largest branch of Christianity, but not every Christian is a. It is.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, at the simple base, that's what you said.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I did say that because it's true. It is. It is 100%. Catholicism is the largest branch of Christianity. It is a branch of Christianity. There is no fighting it. There's no getting around it. It is. But not every Christian is a Catholic. That's how, that's just, there's no fight that. That's just the fact. The other way around,
No, he's what we just talked about. The
texts he's just saying what you said.
Yeah, the texts reach us like 20 seconds later. Hey, appreciate you, Chase.
Thanks, Chase. I appreciate it. Long course.
I don't think so. I mean, I like them.
Archie's not his uncles.
I mean, they can go far, but I still don't think they're taking it this year.
I have more of a chance of getting out of the Amazon before the Longhorns win anything.
Oh, here comes Dang. Christian worships on Sunday, the sun. Jews rest on Saturday. Saturday means Saturn's day. Islam worship
the moon. Great.
Dang.
So
you might be right. I don't know.
They're all werewolves. I knew it.
Yeah.
Dang, as we love you, Dang, but like that wasn't as far-fetched, but don't keep coming back. We like your input. We know some of it is out there, man. Some of it is out there, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if we should call all these going back to the denominations. I don't even know if we should call all these denominations Christian. There's some out there shit.
Well, if you're going off
losing game 1.
If you're going off definition / origin, you have to. If let's say branched off of Baptists, they got to be Christian because Baptists are Christians. Now, if they came from somewhere far right field.
Yeah, but what about Mormons? Mormons believe Joseph Smith ran through the woods.
Well, and found a gold book in upstate New York.
You
but
know
Catholicism
what I'm saying?
Came straight from who came from the UK? Quex's people, not Mormons. Drawing a mind blank here. Someone help me. One of you guys.
Nope, you got it.
Who came? It wasn't Catholics. It wasn't Protestants.
You said
Catholicism.
You said Catholicism came from Protestants. I don't think that's what you meant.
I do. I think Catholicism was birthed from Protestant. I don't know.
What? No,
but
that's wrong.
Okay, then I am wrong. I just was going off of my.
I'm curious.
Just off my local history and seeing, the Protestant.
Catholicism came from Rome.
Orthodox.
Like,
well, I know
from
that,
Judea.
but like, okay, so that's where I'm completely, like I said, I don't know religion that much, but all the Protestants in the birth of America came to my
Maybe
area,
in
and then
America.
immediately Catholicism
That, but like across the board,
took over. Yeah, I don't know religion. Sorry, I'm looking for something. There we go.
that really came from like Judea, and then the Roman Catholic and modern, like the modern day, or not modern day, but like the Israel Palestine history and Roman Empire history. That's kind of where Catholicism came from.
Well, it was the Orthodox. It was the Orthodox, and then there was the schism, and then that's where the Catholics were like, "Oh no, the Pope's ordained by God," and then they had that break off. And then everything broke off from Catholicism. Like Orthodoxy's still around, but everything, the Baptists broke off. Then you had the UK, which I don't remember what it's the UK branch is called, but then everything just started breaking off. Like,
see, that shows how much I actually know. And I don't really care about religion, as you guys know.
He said the Protestants, hey, out there fucking making moves.
Well, I know the Protestants came from America, and then I know right after Protestants were here, especially in the Northeast, where, you know, America started, the Catholicism blew up.
Well, the only goal,
because they chased their asses over here.
Because that's where all the handsy priests were.
They said, "Oh, you bitches thinking ocean's enough to get away from us?"
Yeah. And then the main goal of religion here was to wipe out Native Americans.
Well, I think when you go into really early America, though, you see the problem with, well, in my eyes, the problem with religion. You see how Rhode Island was started. You see how all these, because some person said, I kind of don't really like what you're saying. I'm going to go start my own colony. Like Rhode Island was started by a woman leaving the colonies up in the northeast and started another colony because she said, I kind of want to do my own thing.
Well, that, and if you grew, like, if your tomatoes were too big, they would think you were practicing witchcraft and burn you.
Yeah, Salem is awesome.
Which is crazy.
I think that should be on any American's bucket list, is Salem during Halloween. Top tier.
When you think about it, back then, I don't give a fuck if you were practicing like witchcraft. Give me them big ass tomatoes. You know they weren't eating in abundance back then. Like it was awful. There were people dying in the winter from fucking.
Yeah, but I don't think they really did that. Tomatoes, nightshades fuck me up. That's what fucks my stomach up. I know I got to stay away from nightshades.
Look, I don't know. Back then, I'd be like, yeah, can you grow other shit that big with witchcraft? Good, girl, do it. I'm hungry as shit. Now, if you were out there, you know, if I go to your garden, you just got some big ass tomatoes and fruit and vegetables and shit, okay, I might forgive that witchcraft. But if I walk into your house and it's like a skinned kid and it's just like muscles screaming,
but it never was that.
You know that?
It goes into
there's a 7-foot tall raven.
There's things where it kind of got, some of it plays into capitalism.
I'm still forgiving him. This dude's got a 7-foot raven. I'm not making any fucking waves.
I believe it. I believe it. I'm moving. I'm starting Rhode Island. That's what I'm doing
right now.
I'm saying these motherfuckers.
I'm gonna walk in and see that raven and go, "Hey man, nice bird." I'm not even gonna pretend like that shit's phasing me. I don't want him to think that I'm fucking gonna snitch.
You can't let him think anything. You just got to get the fuck out of there. I gotta find this fucking video because I stole that shit. I gotta find it.
I don't know. I think that leads into a lot of things too, is that like the hope in it Christianity tries to take the animal, or doesn't try it. A lot of it is taking the animal out of animals. And I think at the end of the day, we're fucking animals.
At the beginning and the end of the day.
I mean, yeah, like if shit reverts, you think any of these good, maybe there'll be some good Christians that will still stand by the book, but do you think like if it's not the end of the world and shit hits the fan, people aren't going to leave their religion and start killing motherfuckers for a big juicy tomato?
You could put
most people will.
I was about to say you could put on percentage of how many good. I'm
No,
gonna be bold enough
it's
to
an
say,
amoeba. We evolved from a single cell amoeba. That's
I'm
what, not a
gonna
rock.
throw out there and say, and be bold. I honestly do not know if there would be even 1 to 2% of people, let's say in a shitty, desperate situation, that would hold true to their religious belief.
Yeah,
Just because
I think you're right.
The human mind, you can think those are your ideals until you're fucking hungry. Or you can think those are your ideals until you see your kid or your wife, husband, whatever you got, hungry as fuck, going through some shitty times. And they're like, hey, there's this group of people over there that got plenty of fucking food. We just have to kind of go over there, do a little, if some people die, whatever, but they got a lot of fucking food. Initially, you're going to be like, fuck, but you're going to be like, let's dance.
I agree.
And it goes to it. And go ahead, Jay.
No, I was going to say, and nobody can really say what they would do in that situation. They can't.
Well, that's the thing where I struggle a lot too, is like, end of days type thing. And you say, you don't do this and have faith, and, your whole family dies and have faith. Like, to an extent, how many people are going to hold faith then? And even if you do hold faith in the world and you survive alone, like, what's the fucking point?
That's different. When I was talking about that, I was saying, like, what the Bible says in Revelations happened. They start giving people the fucking mark. Like, if they start giving people the mark of the beast, like, let's say that's real, right? If they start giving people the mark of the beast, that's all I need to fucking know to not fucking get that shit. No matter what, I know I can't get that shit. Like, if they're giving it to people, then I know that shit's true for a fact. For a fact. What it says is true, and I know I can't get that shit. So at that point, that's all the justification I need.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You said, where did the amoeba come from? Quake said that. Oh, man.
I put a video in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
If you can pull it up.
We do got to start wrapping it up, though. I'm zoning the fuck out.
Well, snap and get out of it.
Yeah, you dumbass amoeba.
Nope, the one above it. The one above it.
Oh, the one above it. But I'm trying to pause. Okay. Relax. This guy. Oh my.
You're a little bigger than I thought you'd be, but it's been a long time since I created a bird. But I'm gonna need you to take these teeth, this lavender, and this gun in the next town over, because I got to get my monthly contributions to the coven. You think you do that? You just touch my ass. Yes, I know you're a 7-foot bird with no hands. Well, I felt something graze my ass, so I just figured I'd ask. All right, now I need you to take these and go. You want to touch my ass? You're a little bigger than I thought you'd be.
Yeah, I'm staying the fuck away from that lady.
Good
Yeah,
old
exactly,
witches.
Hunt. He acts like he didn't sleep all day and wake up at noon.
Don't give me that shit, and I don't. Jay hit Barron's. Yeah.
Yeah. You fucked it up two shows in a row. Thanks.
It wasn't last show. It was
fucking-
the show. It was the show
Thanks for
before.
doxing.
But he's not in school yet. She's not in school yet.
Dude, you've already fucked it up.
I'm up before him, and at the gym. I text him when I'm at the gym most mornings, and he doesn't answer. Why? Because he's asleep.
Who's Shelly? I'm confused about that one.
Shelly's an OG. Shelly's
my
good
problem.
shit.
I'm sorry, Shelly. Problem with Faith boils down to my ma'am. She lived a really neat life.
Mom.
I meant, yeah, that. What do you mean?
Irish.
Like, what's the? I get that. I'm asking.
She expanded on it a little bit. She said,
"Oh, I don't have that yet."
She said, "Peak compared to some of her age, yet she's gone, and there's others living terrible lifestyles that are still."
Oh, okay.
Where's God in that?
I get you. Yep, I'm with you. I see you. I don't.
And that can play into a thing where God's plan for you, and I get that side of things where it's about, shaping you into something. But like, to me, and it goes into things I've said before, where it's so petty that you don't get to do this, or you're going to hell, or whatever. But yet he's willing to sacrifice someone's mom to better shape a person. Like, that to me is where I struggle with it too. It's like, well, it's his plan for you, but if you don't believe, you're going to hell. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I can't sit here and make a justification for God.
Yeah. That's not that either, because we got to wrap it up. But what else? In closing, this wasn't full, but we did once again go into religion. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a weird person that I can kind of believe in both sides, and I don't need to believe in one, and that really doesn't mesh well with a lot of people. And yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there's a lot of good comments but we ain't.
Oh, it is. They're like
time. Oh, hello, Shelly back. I don't disagree with anything she said. I've said it a while back. I think it all serves a purpose in its own way, and it's all served. I think we also put too much effort and time into thinking.
No, I'm down to go into it again. Fine.
No. I don't mean that. I mean humans.
No, I was talking
general.
to Shelly. Sorry, I was talking to Shelly.
I think we spend too much time caring about what gets each other through the day. And I think we also put too much time into thinking whatever you do believe in is like top notch, right? So if Christianity, actual hard knocks, Christianity gets you through the day, and you believe in God's plan, and you believe that God has a will and it gets you through the day, that's fine. But then you also have those that it gets them through that day. But as long as they're staying cohesive and they're not really being dicks, who cares? But then you got other people that are like, that doesn't make sense to me. I think it all ties in to whatever gets you through the day peacefully and whatever gets us working together peacefully. Because Shelly, I definitely hear what you're saying, because I've had.
But he's going to go into debate questions and shit where there's not really a right answer. It's like, because if you believe in Christianity, then you believe in the word of God. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking. Yeah, but we're saying, like, so what he's saying is that this whole you're right, I'm wrong, and everything else is all bullshit at the end of the day.
It's more of a detriment. I would say this: if you're not using it, let's say you are,
I think it can be productive.
I think it can be productive too.
Exactly.
I think it is.
I think it serves a purpose.
It does.
Yes.
And I will never try to convert someone away from any of their religions. I won't. And that's where the question. Go ahead. Go. Sorry.
So I'm talking about speaking to like you. I said this on Friday, and me and Quex both said this. Like, if I truly believe that Christ is the way to heaven and the only way to heaven, and what kind of friend would I be to just like not talk about it? You could say, oh, you're trying to push it. I'm not trying to push my views on anybody like maliciously. It's because I care about people.
But so much of debate culture is maliciously, and
but
it's
we're
not about
having
people that
we're not having
I know. When it comes to us, I get that. I'm speaking on a broader sense. When it comes to debate culture and all this bullshit, all it's doing is spreading people further apart.
I would agree with that.
Us, we can have this conversation, and I have no ill will towards it. I never will. But like this other stuff is you saying, oh, I'm right, you're wrong. This like who like it be a good person. And that's somewhat, I know it wasn't fully what Ty was saying, but it's somewhat like, hey man, let's evolve the race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like Christianity is, or not Christianity, sorry, take those words out of my mouth. Religion is a roadblock to this, where it's like, no, let's argue on this very thing. Read what?
Who, me? No, I was talking to Shelly. Shelly, I do agree. The background shit in your life does make it very hard to listen and very hard to believe. And I don't think that there's any wrong in that. And I don't think there's any shame in that either. I think if it's anything like my past,
you believe in Christianity, then you
I
believe
think it's very hard to feel heard and very hard to feel seen in a religion, especially when you just want to go through the emotions and you want to feel the way you want to feel and you just looking for something else. But the only words you really hear is, it's God's plan, or is the will of, it was their time, or whatever the case may be. You don't really want to hear that. And you do want to question why. And I do think that it's okay with just being not okay with that. You just have to kind of find your own coping. I think where it splits off is, let's say you do have, a good friend group like that, and they do say, hey, this and that. And you say, I don't really want to hear that. Well, then it's up on the friend group to be like, okay, I understand that. And then you find your own way through life, rather that's another religion, rather that's meditating, rather it's being spiritual. And I do believe that being spiritual is very different than being religious. So sometimes I think it's okay with being spiritual, if that's what you need, spirituality over religion. But I also think, that's just one of those things where we have to progress as a species. There's a lot of work, just like there's a lot of work to do with racism.
Why as soon as we start talking about this, people, what's up? Sorry, Pizza and Redeem.
Because people are interested in it. But
Quex, I'm not saying, but I'm never trying to convert anyone who says these things. That's the that's where I always talk about. It's where like I'm told I'm wrong, and I'm told I'm wrong because of books and all this stuff, and like, okay, I get it. Like, I can believe there's certain things that are true. Like, I get that. But it's like sometimes, and that's why I don't really like the religious talk, because so many people was, no, I'm right, you're wrong. No, I'm right, you're wrong. No, and it's going nowhere. And it just goes into what Ty just said. You can be spiritual. You don't need to read a book. You don't need to believe in any, like, I do believe there is a certain amount of being a good person. And
but my thing is you have to understand the position of like devout religious people. And I'm not a good Christian. Like, I'll be the first to say it. I struggle with this shit all the time. Like, we said this Friday, you're not talking about your lifetime. Like, when people are trying to justify and fight for their religion, they're talking about all of eternity. Like, that's what it boils down to. And like, that's something that's.
You say I'm getting it from nowhere, but I get it through my personal experience in moving through life. And where you're getting your stuff is from a book in history. I'm just saying. That's what it boils down to. Not you, Jay. I'm talking to Quex. And me and him will argue all the time. It's fine. Like, trust me, guys. Me and Quex are fine.
He said no one said right or wrong, bro. My gosh.
Well, I can't read all of them. I'm saying you're getting this from nowhere.
I know, that's why I added it in.
Okay, yeah. Like, that's what I can't.
Ponte, you could win this. You could just kick Quex out of the chat.
Hell no. No, he's I love Quex. Me and him.
We did kick a guy on Friday, Max. First time we kicked
someone. Hold on. I was responding to Max FFs. You got to tell me what FFs means.
No, I'm just on a train of thought. Especially,
no, not you. Quex said I was responding
I'm talking
to Max.
Quex. See, that's how my brain works.
What's FF? I don't know what that means. I don't even know.
For fuck's sakes.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
I think he's talking about when he said you were talking about spirituality and religion, and Quex said they are different but linked as
well. To that I would say all right. I'm not a, when it comes to Max said it about Christianity.
I can't I can't. Oh, no, we can't. I gotta. It's already 10:19.
All right, fine. We'll pick it up Friday.
No, we can't do another one. Yeah, we can pick it up Friday.
We'll pick it up Friday. Put in the chat or in the Discord what you guys want to talk about Friday. All right.
I can't. Trust me, because you'll get me going, Quex, and I gotta try. I don't sleep, but I gotta tone down.
What's tomorrow?
Thursday.
I think I could do that. Yeah, so then I'll be off on Friday.
Quex, if you could hop in Friday, that would be cool too.
Doc, what's
yeah,
Doc?
but remember it's delayed. So I was speaking, or I have a thought, dude. I don't want to say that word. Oh, he said it. Yeah, I can't.
It's YouTube. You're fine.
The amount of shit we've said tonight, retarded, is what's going to fucking
see that to me is real petty, Hunter. I'm just gonna say that to me is one of that petty shit. Like I can live a life being good and being good to people around me and doing nothing but good. But nope, you don't do this. You're going no. See, to me, I can't get on board with that.
You know what? I don't even have an argument against that. It's I see your side, Fonte, and what Hunt is saying. To be a truly devout Christian, that's kind of what has to happen. That's what it requires. In order to be a good Christian and devout and to believe and to truly live your life like you're supposed to, it has to happen because that is the way. Like that's
I'm fine not being a part of that.
I'm just saying, I see
if that ends me in hell, I'm okay with it.
Both sides, yeah.
I mean, do I have?
And what's the problem with that though? What's having your connection to God? And that's what and we're gonna end it here. But that's
because you're my friend.
No, but that's where I think like the religion shit is built to separate because it's so petty. What's the problem in believing in a higher power, as Ty put it earlier? Something more than you and being a good person, but God is so petty. Jesus, whatever you want to say is so petty that says, no, you don't believe in me. So no, you don't get a pass. Even though you lived a good life and were kind to people and were truly good, that doesn't fucking matter. To me, I'm fine not prescribing to that because that's a fucked up God in my opinion. Let's leave it there. We can bring it. We can go.
All right. We'll do it Friday. You better be ready.
I'm not. I mean, I'll get badgered. I'm not a good debater or anything, but I'm sticking by my beliefs.
That's fine. And I'm not attacking you.
No, I know that.
It's because that matters to me for you. But
I know, and
because we're going
to know that's why Quex does it. Like I get it. I don't hold any ill will towards anyone who does that. Like, but yes, Ty. Hopefully you're able to come. I know you have a baby at home, so hopefully you're able to. Yeah, but
we'll catch you guys Friday, 7:30.
Later, guys.
Peace out.